Okay. Or rather, alrighty then. Let's just get into it. How we doing today, guys? Vibing? Bit dizzy? That's not good. That's not normal. Hello, Twisted Bunny. Packing? Off Kai. Eepy? Floofy hair? Yeah, here's what we're working with today. There's just not a lot I can do with it anymore. Working, yuck. Studying, yuck. You can make the tiniest ponytail in another inch or two? Yeah, yuck. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Gerald. Today we are playing Fallout 76. Never played it before. I got it on sale a few weeks ago, and it was on sale, like, really cheap. And then I just never got around to installing it. Did Grant finally get you? No. No. I will say that you guys can't hear it yet. I'm sitting here in the main menu, and there's like a, oh, it's Fallout. Old-timey radio static. It is unbearable already in my little ears. Oh well. We'll just freaking swap over, I guess. Shit. And now you guys can hear it right now. It'll be subtle, but it's there. I turned down the audio in game a little bit, but we'll turn it back up. And I'll just turn it down on my end. Can you hear it? Why is it like that? Surely that's not intentional, right? Unless every little sound is like crispy in like a bad way, not in like a stylistic way. Oh well, play. Never played before. I'm sure it's Fallout. It's like lo-fi, but if it sucked. Yeah. I didn't test this or anything before stream. If it runs poorly and we have to pivot, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my god. Why? Listen to this. No, that's getting turned down. Unless?
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed...
You telling me the war never changes line with some random schmuck standing outside Vault 76?
Liberty and the pursuit of happiness.
Yup, the pursuit of happiness, yup.
If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought.
You can't even hear the voices over the static.
The Red Menace is at our doorstep.
The Red Menace, yep.
Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today...
It's not as bad for us? Then what the hell is happening?
300 years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion.
Are my headphones broken? No, because they didn't make the sound on anything else.
This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built...
Like, I was playing other games, I've been watching YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff, and it's fine.
If the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this...
We'll see in game if it's better, and if it's not, we'll see what's going on.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout...
Where some dude's headset like disintegrates off his head, yeah, like falls into like 3 pieces, yeah.
Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts, minds.
I don't like how the yellow on the vault suits is gold. Like, it never seemed like it was something that was metallic to me. Because now it doesn't read as yellow. Because it's reflective.
If that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together, knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Holy hell, the static. Please tell me it's better in game. And it was just like a problem there. Like, the static's gone now. Like, it's...
This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept.
Okay.
Time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough.
F to start sculpting?
Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll
Should we just try making me?
You all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and
I don't know which one of these really looks like... Make Chumfi? Oh, God.
very important trait.
That would be awful.
You are this
Would that even be
country's
possible?
best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
This UI is already clearly made like it was, you can only have normal human skin tones. This UI was already clearly made for a controller. Type? What is that? Oh, I see. Make you man? I'm not making you man. That's not my brand. Of course you play when I'm at work. Grant. Grant, you are always at work. I'm sorry. Bro, get off the drive-thru mic. Isn't that funny though? Isn't that a fun bit? You're not Chick-fil-A anymore? I can never escape. What the hell? I could almost do this with my hair. Loud equals funny, so yes, yep. Christ alive. This is what an alpha male's haircut looks like? I'm not really sure where they're getting that from. Well, the haircuts kind of suck ass. It's probably so they can sell you more, huh? I mean... Can I... Eye colors. Bloodshot? No, I just have green eyes, but not that green. Hazel? I mean, kind of. Light gray? Bro, what is this selection? Who has eyes this color? This is like grass green. Who? Who? It's gonna be impossible to make him look like me, isn't it? But we'll try. Deep brown? I mean, that's what my hair is, but it looks so black. Then just brown. Interesting. And there's like no sound. It's so weird. It's so... There's very faint music, but OBS isn't even picking it up. Like, I can barely hear it. This is so weird. Sculpt the nose? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, you can make a creature. I mean, I don't know, man. Oh. You can give him a busted ass nose. Scale it? What? What just... It just looked like it shrunk. Oh, it did shrink. Oh. What the hell? Wait. This is way too intricate for the amount of options they give you. And it's not like precise enough. Oh my god. I don't... Though I just make White Man, and I just name him like John Deere or something. Tired eyeballs? I mean, that's me, honestly. Wait, this isn't even eyeballs. Oh, it is, kind of. I mean... John Fallout? Yeah. I hate the hair, man. Why can't he have, like, hair that... I mean... It's so ugly. Why is everything ugly? And why are they all so flat? Like, they either have super volume, or they're, like, flat and lifeless. He doesn't even look like me. I'm not even gonna try. We're just gonna make John Fallout instead, which I think we've already achieved. He's just a white man who came out of a vault. There you go. Body? Oh, Christ. Oh my god, he's like a stick man. No, let's put him in the middle. John Fallout would be right in the middle. His proportions look weird. Something's off. Extras? Oh, Christ. John Fallout would not wear any of that. He might have markings, though. Maybe not. I hate this, actually. Do you think John Fallout would have, like, a scrape? What was he doing? Getting beat up. Getting punched in the jaw. Oh, this is kind of cool. They have a lot of good options here. Scars. John Fallout would definitely have a scar, right? Like this one. And, oh god. What, was someone fucking sawing his head in half? How do you get this? The jokester. Yeah, that's fine, John Fallout. Are you dirty? Christ. Maybe not this dirty. Okay, no. Alrighty, John Fallout. There you go. John Fallout. There you go, man. Oh my god, I get to take a picture? Where'd he go? What? Huh? Wait. Where did he go? Show players on. Might be oh. What? Try zooming out. I literally just lifted and lowered it and he disappeared. I didn't watch the Fallout show, no. I've heard it's good though. Expression? Yup. John Fallout lives in a constant state of fear. Pose? What? Yup, we're already getting there. Ooh. Why there's so many? Can I put a background? Okay, so now what's happened? You'll see this a lot? That's awesome. Oh, I see. I kind of like the badge, personally. Why was this... Bethesda, I hate you. I hate you. Why is this so obviously made for a controller? Z and C to change tabs? Come on. Evil, awful, evil company, actually. I didn't scroll through all the expressions. Are there ones that are, like, more funny? Oh, he's kind of smirking. Oh! That's a smile, John Fallout? Wait a sec. Oh. There you go, John Fallout. Can I steal everything in here? Oh. Play long enough to get a bonus effect? How long? Guys, this static is killing me. Why does all the game audio have static? I don't understand. Bro, is this a child's room or mine? Can I pick up these glasses? All the audio in the game is static. Like, when you guys can't hear it, it's something specifically how it's interacting with my headphones. What if I turn off, like, the bass boost that my headphones can have, and I put on low and no surround sound? Maybe it's a problem with the way this game's interacting with the bass boosting that my headphones can have. No, it's not that. And now the game sounds so flat. People live like this? I need this surround sound, bro. Not having, like, the spatial sound. Oh, so much better, thank God. Can I hack? First, I'm gonna do something real quick. Fallout 76 static sound. Static noise while in game. It seems like it's a relatively common issue. Hey buddy, it's called tinnitus. What if... Okay, I don't care about any of that. Hold on. Because I want to play, but I literally won't be... Like, I will actually die if I have to deal... What is this map? I will actually die if I have to have the static constantly. You know what? We'll just keep going and maybe it'll stop. Maybe it's like a zonal thing. Oh, beep. Pip-Boys are... Like, how heavy do you think that would be? Do you think they're all, like really left-hand, like, left-arm biased because of how heavy the Hip-Boy is on their arm? Can I drink? Really? Can I drink? Really? Can I drink? Really? It's not like all of the sounds have static. Like right now I don't hear it. But there's something about what's happening here. I don't know. Hey, everyone left without me, bro. Because I was in my apartment made for a child.
You have been tasked with
Now I hear it through this. Okay, hold on. Can I access settings here?
Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours.
How do you exit? Oh, this is what I'm looking for.
My own mission. Out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours.
I don't know. Oh. Hello.
At last. Today is your reclamation day.
Why are you British?
I bet you're just
You were made in
bursting
America.
your bolts to get out there and see the world.
Yep. Oh, here's something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off my headphones and turn them back on. Or I'll unplug my headset from the back of my computer and then plug it back in. Maybe it's...
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking. If you find any other functioning Mr. Hamp units out there, do send my regards. right. Just
Well, that didn't do anything.
taking those critical goodies along the way.
What is happening? Let me just double check. Like, if I play something else... Hold on, I'm gonna mute my desktop audio. And I'm going to mute the game. Volume mixer. Oh my god, everything's doing it. Just before stream, it wasn't. I was what? Huh? I was literally just watching something literally just before stream. Volume mixer. Let's mute Fallout 76 again and watch the exact same thing. And now it has static. Is it because I turned on stream? Like, what happened? I don't... Now this is going to turn into a fucking troubleshooting stream. I've had these a few years, but like literally what changed in like the 5 minutes that I turned on stream? I don't understand. Ooh, my nose is kind of red today. Let's log in to my Amazon account and find the exact model of this headphone. I don't... So... Why? I wonder... Hold on. Let's try something else first. Let's quit the game. Let's quit the game. And now listen to something on YouTube. Okay? Here. We'll even put it up on the screen for you guys to see. So then you guys can hear that the audio is normal. Here's Dado playing Destiny.
Hello, everyone. I
No,
went
it's
to
staticky.
Bungie to play some final.
It's like launching that game for the first time did something. Launching that game for the first time did something. It placed a curse on me.
Shape stuff early. I've talked about exotic weapons. I've talked about exotic armor, and now I want to talk about most of.
Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to find the exact model. How come Amazon is saying I didn't order anything in 2022? Blatantly untrue. 0 orders in the past 3 months? Also blatantly untrue. This is my account. What? What's going on? Okay, hold on. Excuse me, Mr. Lamp. These screw into the back of my PC, the audio cables, like the headphone cables, and I'm gonna unscrew them completely and screw them back in. At least I think they do. Or is this something different? I don't even know what this is anymore. Let me double check. Where's the plug that goes from... I think this is it, right? That's power. What are you? Are you the microphone? No, you're not the microphone. That was the headphones. Okay. So now we plug that back in. Right? Right? Where the fuck is the headphone jack? Bro. Bro. Can I... Is my hearing normal? Is my hearing normal?
The other things that I experienced, specifically prismatic and the...
It's normal. What happened? Why did I have to do that? Why did I have to do that? I had to unplug it twice? For fuck's sake. Fucking piece of shit. It's not a piece of shit. It's literally not a piece of shit. It's a really good headphones. It's the first time that anything has ever happened with them. But what the hell? Oh, that's still Dado. Wait. Wait. No, I know why I can't hear. It's still muted in this volume, the volume mixer. Wait. Wait. Fuck. Why can't I hear now? I launched Fallout 76 and I can't hear.
New activity.
I can hear this!
I have 2 videos already live. Please.
You can still hear Dado! Why does the game not have sound now? It has volume! It's not muted in the volume mixer. What? I think you got a relaunch? I already did. This is a fresh launch of the game. What? Quit the desktop? Why is that 2 buttons? Let me just double check that I can still hear things.
Let's go check them out after this one or before this one.
Dado is still playing Destiny. Is it being heard on a different device? There are no other devices. I just checked my computer has this as the headphones. I still can't hear anything. Settings. Audio. There's no, like... There's no, like, here's the device. Why? Fallout 76. No audio. PC. Find the sound icon on your taskbar, right-click it, and click Sounds. On the first tab of the Sounds window, you should see the unit playing the sound. Right-click Properties, Advanced, you scroll down menu, the one saying DVD Quality. What? What? Found the folder that the Fallout EXE was in, and then set the accessibility settings to run as administrator. What? Why would that do anything? And are you telling me the Steam's folder doesn't already have administrative settings? Okay, I will now run the game as an administrator. I don't understand. I just wanted to be able to hear the game. Normally. If this works, I'm throwing myself out of a fucking window. No, I still can't hear. Why? Why? And now I can hear. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I checked the volume mixer for the 5th time, and that time it was muted. It wasn't the other times. Computers, man. Fuck. Yeah, fucking adventure. I don't care. Yep, John Fallout. What a smile. Fuck's sake. What the hell? Don't worry, guys. We're 40 minutes in. We're about to start playing. Don't worry, guys. We got it. We got it. If you want to have the Choomfies to do a raid, I got Fallout first. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm sure in about 40 hours of gameplay that'll be relevant.
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America.
Ooh.
It's a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you.
I don't like the way jumping feels.
Proud of you.
It's like you get momentum, and then at the apex of the jump, all your momentum is like stolen from you. Like it's like you're hitting a wall.
I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia.
Randoms would never be rude, surely.
This is the overseer.
Oh, okay, skip my conversation with him. Okay, cool. Oh, there's just another one right here. Could I have some for this? Wait, did the last one have anything for me? No.
System.
Healing, yup. Any gun? Oh, a backpack? And no, that's supplies, okay. Oh, I forgot, you have to build in this shit game. I mean, this great game, sorry. Ooh. That's a yuppers right there. No, I'm gonna go off the beaten path here. Where the game... Ooh, Computadora. Overseer's eyes only?
Overseer's log, or should I say...
How long is this gonna be? Nope. Nope. I'm sorry, I just don't care about the lore of this game. It's not... It's a cute vault. Do you have weapons for me? Where am I fitting that? Yeah, I think that you can, like, pack up your entire base inside that thing and, like, move it around. Do you have weapons for me? Oh, nice. Now I can have glasses. Oh, and a pen. Open up. There's no shot they send me out here without a gun, right? That's the door. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna be punching the rad roaches. I can't believe they left me behind. Goodbye, Alderton. I mean, you could come with if you want. You could come with. Yup. Is it a Bethesda moment where you go... Oh, nope. It's... Wow, it's not a Bethesda moment at all. Holy shit. Wait, what the hell is this? I can get boosted to level 20? Does that cost money? This costs money, doesn't it? No? Why would I ever choose this, then? Tutorial? Level 20 versus level 2? There's no way the tutorial... No. Like, I'm... Okay, cool, yeah. Pistols? Everyone chooses pistols. VATS? The luck... VATS is luck-based? Interesting. Melee, automatic weapons, shotties. Pistols is always the most fun, though. Like... VATS sucks ass in this game, because you can't slow down. You're right, it is online. You can always swap out cards. Okay, we'll go with pistols for now, because pistols is always just the most fun. If you whiff all your shots, well, I won't be doing that. I don't know why my fucking headset did that. That was so annoying. I felt like I was going insane. Launching the game sabotaged my headset. Although relatively untouched by the bombs. Okay, yeah. Todd Howard special attack, yeah. Uh-huh. They rob you at the Bethesda moment with a loading screen. I mean... Oh. What is this, World of Warcraft? We're still using 2D textures, this flat plains for leaves? Uh-huh.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem...
They threw this guy out here to point you that there are humans in the game, because I think when the game released there were no NPCs.
Made any untoward advances, but perhaps
Are they
you could
raiders?
speak to them? I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that I'm sorry to say.
Uh-huh. Okay, bye. I'll never see you again, buddy. Do I have a gun equipped? Yup. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. What is all this? Are those really heavy? No. Okay, well, I'll take them. Oh, and rounds? Oh, hello.
Whoa, whoa. Just a friend here, not a threat. You came out of the vault. I thought it was empty.
What's your interest?
And I need a way.
Why?
I got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the
No.
place? Yep. So this guy told us.
Uh-huh.
After you gave him the last of our caps, and he said that inside that vault is the, you know, that's where the big one is.
The big
Our
what?
last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
The treasure? Can I lock them in the vault?
But
Told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
those were the last. No. Someone has to know something.
Wonder.
Thanks for answering some questions.
Um,
Seems only fair I return the favor.
anything we could answer for you? Nope.
Watch yourself.
Because you're dead. Really? This is the worst game ever made already. Really? I just shot her in the brain, nothing happened? What kind of Fallout game is this? Did I just reload every single bullet? And he dumps all the rounds. Okay. Yep. What happened to you, sir? Okay. Can I take these? No? Really? Oh. How? They weren't kidding when they said these are slow. Surely you could be faster than that. Who? That guy was kind of rude. Like, I get this is a single action revolver, but like, surely you could like be faster than this. Also, what's the accuracy like on this? Oh, and there's level scaling. Oh, these things are level 22. Is that a player or a random bandit? It's another guy who I can't damage. Okay. Yeah, are you gonna want to talk to me?
Suits like yours sure are popular lately.
Don't care. Who's this? Ooh, ooh. Yummy. This game feels really weird already. Really weird. I heard you. Where are you? You? It looks like it's hit scan. There's no travel time. At least if there is, it's so fast as to be inconsequential. Interesting. Have I played any other of the 3D Fallouts? Yeah, I played New Vegas and 4 and 3. Yeah, I'll take whatever those are. Okay, let's check fall damage. How bad is it? Okay, that was... I kind of expected to get hurt there. This looks like a point of interest, or is this the Wayward, the bar they were telling me about? Is this gonna hurt? Okay, but not much. Okay. Are you guys hostile? Holy fuck, they're like the Flash! Why are they so fast? Jesus. They're the fastest ever. Where'd the other one even go? Oh. I like the little XP noise, that's fun. The hell is all this? Uh-huh. Power armor station. I kind of really feel like... Yeah, I don't have anything. Where am I supposed to... Am I just supposed to wander? I mean, I get that it's a Bethesda game, and the answer is yes. But, like, where... Like, there's... It's like more blank slate than... Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me. Oh, I'm right under your arm there, my bad. Was that his head? The top of his head just fell off and blew up into pieces. I'll take your fork, yeah. And the toothpaste. Is any of that stuff even useful? Maybe I should set up my camp. Maybe that would give me more direction, like more ideas of what's supposed to be going on. Scorched? What the hell is that? What the fuck is this? Oh, my bad. Oh, and they're radioactive. My bad, my bad, my bad. Oh, these ones can use guns. Oh, shoot. Switchblade? Yes, sir. Minecraft music? Yeah, it's weirdly, like, peaceful. Holy shit, why do you have so much fucking shit on him? died doing what he loved. Mowing. Like, is this the kind of game where I'm supposed to be going in here and, like, looking for shit? It seems oddly empty. Oh. Really? Message to Sammy. Straight east of the Red Rocket Megastop. She knows the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Yeah. Nothing else in here? What the? Cheswick the Second? Come on. Wait, that time it looked like I only loaded one round. You had to try it. Come on. Like, you had to try it. Because usually, like, a Fallout game will start you, and you're like, okay, well, there's the obvious place it wants me to go. But I'm kind of just in, like, a Appalachian Valley. The Wayward, opening soon. That's what they were talking about. Is it this way? Is that the Wayward? Any juicy stuff? Nope. I mean, okay, we're going. We're going. Hey, this must be the Wayward. Can I murder them? Rest in peace. No one's moved that skeleton? Everyone who comes here has to fucking walk over the skeleton? Just kick it into the river or something. Can I murder your Brahmin? Oh, I can. Yeah, that's Fallout, alright. Wait. And your giant robot didn't care that I shot your cow in the brain? Oh, it kind of looks like it cares now, actually. I feel like I'm not playing this the intended way. This thing has a red health bar like it's an enemy, and now it doesn't. But that, what is the intended way? Okay, yeah, free shit. The Wayward. Team only interior. I don't want to do that. Oh, fuck. I just want to go, like, find points of interest and go, like, shoot bandits and stuff. Help. Where are the bandits? Can I shoot someone in the brain here?
Lady, I will paint the walls.
Yup.
You picked the wrong time to have a drink.
To be clear, the game took control away from me the second his head blew up.
When you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun
The second his head blew up, the game took control away from me and, like, went... Stupid. Well, there goes that guy. Cool. Yup, he had, whatever this is. Oh, it's an AK with a shovel fucking stock. Okay, yeah. I kind of want to also, equip this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction. First round's on. Name's Duchess.
What was all that all about? I want the treasure.
He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fella named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making
Uh-huh.
not a whole hell of a lot. 100 years ago, before the bombs, this was a popular little highway between two of Appalachia's biggest cities, Morgantown up north, and Charleston to the south.
I've been to Charleston. Are you done? Okay, bye. Like, that was frighteningly little to go on. What about you,
Don't look at
Mort?
me like that. You would have hit too.
Okay, well. It wants me to talk to her more?
Well, look who's back.
She didn't seem like she had anything more to say.
Now that you mention it,
Oh, okay. I
See?
should have... there we go.
that boy you put down,
Yep.
he's not the first of... But I want him to be.
Oh, so just go
Normally,
murder them.
I'd send my people out to clean house. But
Mhm.
but I'm willing to pay good money.
Oh, I'd love to
So-
do it, actually. Yep.
That's what... Now,
So the details. The
each
cousin
of
asked
these
for
boys
Crane.
came in.
Thinking we can make
How
that
would
work.
you grab the attention?
Oh, I'm Crane.
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? Just give me one.
She's gonna call them on the radio and say, "Hey boys, Crane's here." Oh, nope, she's doing something on the blueprints.
Okay, I think I'll just...
Mort, what are you looking at, man?
I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte.
Is she drawing me a map?
Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I
I have
didn't
to build
butcher
something.
the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this...
Wow, you drew that up really
attention
fast. That
a
sounds
snap.
complex.
You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business,
Uh-huh.
and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours,
Of
didn't
course.
they?
Of course. Yep.
That's the
Hey, if you need a refresher.
Oh, Mort, you can...
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything. Well,
Oh, Mort. Well, you find yourself one. Of course,
No,
you
I don't
don't
need anything.
materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Throw some rations in there, and so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts.
Uh-huh.
Who knows? Now,
Yup.
it is a lot to ask.
Give me more money.
I could do...
Wait, 75
Hot
caps? I'm
Just
murdering
be
how
sure
many men for
once you find
75
out where
caps?
they're hiding- Oh, and on the topic of leaders,
Uh-huh.
you know, one of my people found...
Oh, the overseer? Yep.
A little out of date. Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance.
Awesome. Optional speak to Mort? Yeah, that's gonna stay optional. Should probably read that. Where's the other plan? This one? No, what about another plan? Read plan. I don't even see it. Do I have to pick it up? Did she leave it for... Did she not give it to me? From your inventory. Okay, well I was just in my inventory. And, pipe pistol. Transmitter parts. Workbench parts. Where... This is my entire inventory. Huh? Okay, well. I keep hitting escape. It's tab, not escape. Build a workbench at your camp. Okay, well I have to set my camp up. Can I do that anywhere? Like right outside? Guys, it was either this or the new Call of Duty season, and I think I made the wrong choice. I think I made the wrong choice. But I wanted to try something new. Okay, so. My camp. My camp. Yeah, this seems right. Build a camp after you leave the vault. Yep, Z once you're in the wilderness. Why is it red? Can't I just put it here? Accept. Are you sure you want to place your camp? Yup. Oh, there we go. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, camp. Build. We're getting there. Blueprints. I don't have any blueprints. She didn't give me the damn... She didn't give me the damn plans. Am I stupid? Did anyone else see them in here? Read plan, Crane treasure hunting sign from your inventory.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp.
Which...
You need a home base out there.
Which one? Armor or weapons workbench?
Platform is designed to give you one.
Both? It looks like I can afford both.
And a little elbow grease. When you move your camp,
But it said to build... Oh, weapons. Okay, weapons we can do.
Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from.
We'll just break a lot of this stuff down, as I'm sure it wants me to.
If it's still standing,
There's the workbench parts.
is further down this road.
Do I have to break that
Find
down?
me there. This is the overseer.
It looks like it.
Signing off.
And this. And this. But I don't have the dang blueprint. Like it said to build, like I don't have it. It's not in my inventory. Has anyone else played this game? Where is it? Why is it here? It wasn't in the rest of where the other plans were? That's so annoying. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Okay, yep, here we go. Build it.
Broadcasting issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal.
Load the broadcast tape in a radio tower. Is this the radio tower? Isn't this it? Didn't I just build the damn thing? What? Or do I have to go somewhere? No. Oh, great. I do have to go somewhere. Okay, we'll go over there. I'm assuming it's that. Alrighty, let's go. Are you enemies? No. No, why can't I like... Oh, I can. My bad, bro. Shit. I didn't realize you would have this much HP. Oh, these guys are Brotherhood of Steel? Okay, then I made the right choice. Fuck you, tech worshippers. Give me your clothes. Yup. Yup. Nice. Okay. Is it better? Damage is a 6. 5. It is better. Apparel? Yup. Awesome. Can I zoom out to see what I look like? X is auto walk? It's interesting. That's a, oh, there it is. Look at my little backpack. I look like a grade schooler. Yeah. Oh shit, there's more going on over here. Hello? Any more Brotherhood guys for me to blow the heads off of? I mean, say hello to? What is happening here? Oh, you're cool. What the fuck is happening here? That's not right. Uh-huh. Wow. Alright, well, let's keep going towards the radio tower. Which is supposedly this way. There's a little icon on my map for whatever this is. Oh. The Overseer taught me to kill anyone. There's another one up here. Oh, you're a robot. You're okay. Robots get the pass. Let's see. Is this Skyrim? Skyrim? Skyrim. Can I, like, climb this? How sheer of a surface am I able to walk up? Pretty sheer. Helps if I go sideways, apparently. Oh, hello. Oh, you have a lot of medical supplies in you.
Be alarmed.
Sorry, man. Oh my god, he didn't even have any. I'll take your steel. There's a robot you can flirt with later on? That sounds awesome. Yeah. Surely this is not gonna get punished for playing this way before too long, right? Like surely. This is the short one and this is the long one. They look identical. I can't even tell the difference in the length. Oh, no, I can kind of see it. Yeah, surely I won't be punished for playing this way, right? Like, surely, eventually it'll be fine. Oh, ooh. You have any friends? Any more friends? How come these ones are so slow? These ones I saw earlier were like the Flash. Uh-huh. Bolt action rifle? Don't mind if I do. I'll just go ahead and load this tape in. Uh-huh.
uploaded. Initiating broadcast pulse.
Alrighty.
Attention.
Return to my camp? Oh, I don't have to return. I got it with me right here. I just have to go where it'll let me place the damn thing down. I don't know how to tell where it'll let me. Oh, but it didn't. Oh, you just have to replace everything. I see. Wait and see. Okay, I'll wait. Oh, I'll wait. Oh, what's that? Oh, hello. What's going on, man?
Whoa. You're not Crane. Like hell. I haven't seen Crane for weeks, and now you're using his identity to what? Lure in marks? Wayward, huh?
Yeah, buddy, you know Crane, obviously, so you're gonna have something on. You had nothing? Nice yeah, what a fucking doofus. I'll keep waiting. Surely a bandit will show up next. Ow! Tell me where your boss is. Or rather, your corpse will. See? The West Virginia Lumber Co., huh? Now I have to go back? Okay, shit. Build, middle. Just like me, yeah! You're right! Just like John Fall. I am Crane. What is that? Oh, it's a fucking deer. I was so confused. What was I didn't know what I was looking at. I mean, bye. Anything juicy in here? I feel like I have so many fucking bullets. Guys, I don't know about this game. I think if I paid full price for this game, I'd be very angry. Seeing as how I only paid like $5 or whatever for it, it was on sale, I'm okay. This is just really, like, slow. Like, slower than a normal Fallout game. Like, normally I would have, like, already raided, like, a bandit hideout. Oh, there's the Wayward. What are we calling? Do you think I can live through this? Call it. Well. Called it. So what do I drop on death? That's a good way. That's a good thing to see, actually. Oh, I can respawn at my camp. Respawn here? Yeah, because then I can drop back. Oh, wait, I can't drop back down. It'll kill me. Actually, maybe if I'm safer with it, maybe I can get back. Have fun getting that back? I will. It'll be easy. Watch. What do I even drop? Wait, I still have all my guns. What do I drop? What is that big flying saucer? It's not the only one. Like, what's that? What's that? What are all those? Like, I know the game wants me to go explore, but looking at the giant stretch of nothing between me and there, Isn't it right here in my little bag? No? It's like right here. Right, where is it? I don't see it. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, we'll find out what I dropped when I go grab it, but I don't see the penalty for death yet. Those are Brotherhood ships? Interesting. Is this a sheer cliff? Is there, if I run all the way around, is there nowhere? There we go. I don't see it. But it's like right... Where? The fact there's no mantling feels weird. Like I can't climb over things. Am I blind? It says it's like right here. Oh. Nice. Oh, I dropped a whole lot of shit. Okay, nice. I hear voices. You know what that... Huh? I think I have like Zoomer brain now. Like I need a game that has something going on all the time. This is so much dead time. What's happened to us? Like Call of Duty, I would be constantly doing something if I was playing right now. What's happening? What's happening to our brains? Like, I don't think the shooting feels, like, super bad or anything, and I get that it's early. Like, if it had me fight a whole bunch of guys, I think it would be okay. But I'm not. I'm wandering around, mostly. Hello, I shot a guy.
Well, you don't look...
Yep, at the lumber company.
Wait, West Virginia?
And that's a...
Was wandering up that way, not too far back. The lumber company...
Super mutants.
If this gang was up... Well, I wouldn't go in guns, Blake. Could try and luck your way inside, maybe see... But there was this family I ran into up that way. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper, who was... Wouldn't be a bad idea to check.
I'm going in there shooting.
There's no skill.
Bye. Wait, I have to talk to Mort?
Anything else you want? Found him.
Okay, well, go through your dialogue, buddy. But I'm gonna go in there and shoot them.
Well, that's a good... If you haven't... And take care...
Yeah, Mort. I'll take care of myself. Let's go John Fallout. If the game let me, I would have already shot Mort in the brain. Like, when people do that kind of stuff in, like, Fallout New Vegas, I get upset. But, like, in this game, what else am I supposed to do? There's no, like, overarching, like, framework that's obvious. I get that you're supposed to, like, find the Overseer. But, like... Is that it? That's the vault. Is that it? Where is it? Is this it? No. Is this it? Nice. Alrighty. Time to make a big trek all the way over there. The game was never supposed to have NPCs, and it shows. Yeah, which is already an insane decision. Like, what would they expect me to be doing right now if not this quest? I'd be wandering around shooting ghouls and building a house. Like it's Minecraft. But it's not Minecraft. It's in a handcrafted world. Optional, fast travel back to the vault. You can fast travel? So you can. What, is that because it's closer? Like I skip half the trip? I like how even in that loading screen, the little flags didn't have anti-aliasing on them. Like, you could count the pixels. Goofy ass Bethesda. This game isn't that old, right? It's only a few years old, I think. Like, I bet you this game shares, like, a release year with, like, Ghost of Tsushima. Ow! 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 A policeman! Are you a firefighter? Why do they all have occupations? I got attacked by the fucking bring your fucking dad to a school day. What the hell was that? Don't worry, I'll go shoot these super mutants. Oh, I wanted to, this thing. Oh, that is not much of a rifle. Ooh, and only have 5 bullets. We'll have to make them count. We're almost there. No. In fact, we're not even close. Uh-oh. Bees? Enemy bees? How do I shoot a bee swarm with a gun? Yeah, eat that, you bees. Optional, convince them to leave the wayward. Oh, they'll get convinced. Not you guys, though. I'm not speaking them. The Anchor Farms? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You guys remember Cyberpunk 2077? That game was so good. I miss it. I miss playing it. The game rules. Remember when we played the DLC? That was so sad. Remember when they shot the beautiful French woman in the skull? That was even more sad. I wish I could still run it. What happened to your rig, Tyrion? You consider playing Witcher 3? Nope. I've tried on 4 separate occasions to get into the Witcher 3 and I couldn't get past the second hour every time. I start throwing up every time I try to play it. Who are these guys? And they're trying to kill me? That's a mistake. Raider scum? You're right, they are scum. I'm the only raider around. There's someone off in the distance shooting at me. Where are you? Oh. Oh, you ducked it. Nice job, buddy. Duck this. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, you have to reload too. Well, that's a mistake. Nice. One day it just wouldn't run at the graphics it used to? Well, that sucks. That sucks like a lot, actually. Hunting rifle? Alrighty, well, that was a fun little distraction on our way to our goal. Shooting 3 men in the brain. You miss your arm blades? Yeah, I miss turning people's eyeballs off. The run we were doing on stream, she was like a hacker, so she would just turn people's eyes off and then shoot them. Need to watch Edge Runners? I heard it was decent. I would say it's more than decent. I would say Edge Runners is just good. I'd say it's good. V is so cool. Yeah, good old Vincent. Good old Valerie. I feel like your stamina replenishes really slow. We're almost there, though. I am Johnny Silverhand. He understands me like no one else would. If I was V, oh no. Arasaka wouldn't have been the only corpo to get a nuke placed in their headquarters. I heard mixed things for some people, but they might not get it like I do. I love the cyberpunk world in general. Yeah, it rules. What are the odds these super mutants are an insurmountable foe? Surely I'm almost there. I feel like I should be able to see that bitch now. Nope, still really far. Fuck. Okay, the game wasn't designed to have this quest in it. But if you're gonna put quests in it after everyone bitched, rightly so. Why is the first quest requiring me to run this distance? Like, did anyone watch Lando play Fallout New Vegas? Think of, in this same amount of time, how much shit happened to Lando in the hour and a half. I think I fundamentally misunderstood that this game is still not designed to be a Fallout game. Even after all these years. Oh well. How's the Wasteland doing? We're about to shoot a whole lot of people, I hope. I really hope. They have sentry guns? Great. If I just walk up, are they gonna attack me? Or can I be like, hello? Let me in. Well, I'm not stepping on those. Oh. Okay, it was right in... Oh. Was that supposed to be a shot? Was it supposed to have shoot me right then? Did it just break? Why are you on this dog water game? Because I got it really cheap. We're gonna find out if it really is dog water, I say, already knowing the answer after an hour and a half. No one heard that gunshot? Please tell me there aren't, like, 4 bandits in this whole camp. Please. Where are they? Damn. Okay, shit. But, like, I just shot that woman in the head. Where are the other bandits? Was that one? They didn't even react. Oh, the turret reacted. Jason pays for the subscription service? Dang, he really is into this game. Good for him. Good for him. Honestly. I can't believe this is the bandit camp they were having trouble with. Also, how are these guys still sitting down? That's not even a man. What is with the AI in this game? Fallout 3 is better AI. Okay, there we go. They noticed. Do guns not make sound? Okay, we got some enemies. Something's happening. They keep ducking. It's kind of crazy. Oh, that's the turret. Ow. Uh-huh. Don't worry, I have a lot of stim packs. You guys are in trouble. Okay, here they all are. Shit, where the fuck were all you guys? Genon, what's up? They all stopped? Jason's like our friend that loves like difficult, like skill expressive games. Why is this the game that he's no-lifing? The AI gave up after 10 seconds. Stop head glitching me, come on. That's their feet. Nice. Kill a bandit leader? Oh, I will. Kana, honey, I home. Loves really hard mechanically intensive games and laments how modern games haven't changed, and then no life's this. It's very bizarre. Why can't I sprint in here? Well, you're not the gang leader.
No one's heard from Batter.
Suspect he finally managed to get himself killed.
You didn't hear that gunshot?
That was a long shot anyway. Always figured it'd take someone coloring with a full
I kill bandits. I kill the... He doesn't care about that? I just shot your conversation partner in the skull. I can't even talk to him. Okay. Well. Yeah. Alrighty, man. Leave the gang a message. I think shooting all of them in the brain left a pretty good message. This whole quest chain is busted. Tanner, this is the first quest in the entire game, by the way. There's not anyone to leave the Wayward alone. I think I've killed everyone. I think I've murdered all of them. We're about to pivot to React content, guys. We're literally about to. We're about to go watch Dancing Bacon or some shit. How cheap was cheap? Like $5. Like, I don't mind spending $5 on this game, but god damn. Are there any bandits left? Let's go see if I can find... Oh. I love how their heads pop off like Lego figures. Classic. It feels like, I don't know, it's such a bizarre game. Any more of you? Anyone else? Oh, is this cool throne? What? Activate flamethrowers? Oh. Yeah. Do you like having to edit a config file to turn off VSync? Oh, I didn't do that. Is that why it feels like poop? I'm assuming that's where that guy, where that guy Roper sits. But oh, are you the one who I sniped off the tower? Or are you the one I sniped off the tower? It's you. You were up here with a shotgun, idiot. Strafe, circle strafe it. It's Dark Souls now. Yeah, I think I killed them all. Holy fuck. Alrighty, well, it's dancing bacon time. That's as much as I can stomach of this. I tend to have a pretty good tolerance, too. Don't worry, guys. When Space Marine 2 comes out, we'll have an epic game to play. When the final shape comes out, if I can stream Destiny, maybe we'll stream some of that. We'll play more Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. That was brutal. Ooh, I'm looking chapped today. Wearing my old blown out Maruchan shirt today. It's got a paint stain on it. Right there. Black paint. Yeah. Shit. The React channel is pretty full now? Okay, shit. Dancing bacon. Yup. Yup. Why isn't it displaying? Huh? Okay, hold on. There we go. International all-you-can-eat buffet. In Thailand. Okay. 35 a person, that's pretty standard. Western, Thai, Japanese, and Chinese. Wait, that sounds awesome. I want to see some of the Western stuff, what they think it is. 2 hours to eat, that's plenty of time. Drinks at the counter, food on the iPad. Simple enough. Whatever that is, it looks tasty. It's purple. Butter pea lime juice. I don't know what a butter pea is, but that sounds good as fuck. Oh, hold on. I need to change my category. Because we're not playing Fart Out 76 anymore. Edit. Reacting now. Hanging out. That's what it's going to be called. Hanging out. And we change it to just chatting. Yup. Done. Okay. Iced latte, heard. Why do you always get coffee? Tuna carpaccio? That's kind of thick for carpaccio. That's like really thick for carpaccio. But maybe fish is different. I've only had like beef carpaccio. Like the one in the center there. Oh, a little charcoal stove? Okay, that's cute. Wagyu short rib? Okay, I thought that was... It's on a leaf. Wait, it's on a leaf. Got green onion on it. Some other stuff. Was that egg? You're heating those up? They're sauce. Why are you heating them up? Miso soup. Looks like miso soup. Got a lot of onion in it. That's good. A lot of onion in that. That's really good. Tastes like pretty much every miso soup. Yeah. The baked scallop with cheese. Holy shit. That's a lot of cheese. God damn. Don't eat that all in one bite. You don't have to. Oh, thank God. Hi, sushi. That's wasabi? That is so much! Salmon sashimi? That looks fresh as fuck. That looks really good. They fucking hit you. They hit you with the green onion in this place. This rules. They know what's up. Boiled white shrimps? They don't look white to me. Mushi was a horror. It was rough and had that might be the worst thing I've ever seen Dancing Bacon say. It was a horror. I don't even know what Mushi is. Peking duck? Okay. That's like... Is that normal for Peking duck? What the hell is that? Sauces look ready? Yeah, it looks like you might have fucking reduced the shit out of them. Why does it look like that? Why would you do that? No way you're supposed to boil these. What? Why did you boil the sauce? I don't understand. That is a giant prawn. Holy fuck. I don't even know prawns got that big. Though it was fresh, it was not seasoned. Unlucky. That's the problem with all-you-can-eat places. Grilled river prawn. Yup. Yuzu. Yup. Seasoned with sweet fried crumbs. Yup. Bunko. Bread. Yeah, it looks like bread. Salad. Yeah, eat your leaves, man. Eat your leaves. Truffle soup? Is that more bread? A buttered toast strip. What the hell? That kind of looks good. I want a toast strip. Yeah, keep eating your soup, buddy. What else are you getting? Let's see it. Australian strip loin. That is a sad looking steak. Sadly, 70% of it was fats. Yeah, it looks sad as shit. Hong Kong crispy pork. Yeah, it's like crispy pork belly. Oh, we got some like some nigiri over there. Seafood's fresh, yep. Black squid salmon roll? Yeah, I'm not sure I'd touch that one. There's some interesting choices here. Yeah, salmon belly, I mean, obviously that's good. A lot of truffle. What's all the truffle? Yeah, too much truffle. I agree with you, Sushi Shorts. Yep, we got some octopus and more salmon sashimi. They really like their salmon sashimi, huh? It was good, yeah? Grilled prawn mango salsa. What? Oh, a little pizza. More truffle? Come on, why is there truffle on everything? It kind of looks good, though, actually. I kind of like really flat pizza like that. Makes a cute little snack? Hell yeah. do we got here? Dumpling. There's just one dumpling. And more truffle. Truffle sauce. Okay, yeah. Yeah, nice. More truffle. You had about 7 truffle items. You're gonna fucking be real sick. Better order our desserts before we run out of time? Okay, yeah. What do you got? Remember, this was only $70 total for the two of them. Butterfly pea ice cream with black sticky rice. I've never had black rice. I don't like flour tasting things, though. Pong Yen original Thai tea. What is happening here? Soft shaved ice with strong thick Thai tea flavors. I don't like tea flavored things either. Except for tea, obviously. But I think it kept me up all night with the high caffeine. Yeah, fucking look at that thing. Bread cubes at the bottom? I don't know about that either. Crispy Pondon leaf waffle. Yup. Corn ice cream. Very interesting dessert options here. That's literally corn. Soggy bread, not a fan? Agreed. It was really good. I mean, the waffle looks pretty good. Nice one, Danzig Bacon. Nice one. Alrighty, what next? Serve posted something that is Korean. I can't even read the title. Never too small. Japanese stacked box house. 550 square feet. Oh, this looks interesting, actually. By Yokogo. That did feel like a speed run. Captions available? Let's throw them on. I love the design on the outside. It looks like it's almost like a shipping container house, but it's made by like aluminum siding inside. It's really open.
都市の中にいかに住むかということを形にすることだと思いました。峰森博之と申します。建築家で、東京の設計事務所の代表をしています。
I have no idea.
東京の住宅地が
Residential area in Tokyo. Yep.
おせちさんは僕と同い年の友人夫婦になります。2人とも地方の都市から東京に来て住んでいます。将来的には地元に戻ることも2人とも視野に入れていて、この建物は手放したりとか誰かに貸したりとか、
Yeah, they're not selling that shit. They're renting it, surely. That's a rentable property if I've ever seen one. Okay, here's a question. I don't really understand square footage. Square footage, right? It's a square. It doesn't count vertically, does it? Like the house itself is 550 square feet, but it's more livable space than that because it's stacked. Right? Because that seems really spacious for 550 square feet. My mom lived on a boat that was like 220 square feet for like 4 years. And this is way more than double that. At least it looks like it.
We've combined all of our publications today into one beautiful inspiration-packed bundle. Our 2 books plus our digital guide.
Skip
available
ad.
now for a special discounted price.
Thank you, Never
Thanks,
Too
bundle.
Small. That was a very unobtrusive, cute ad. Thank you.
住宅の外観は
Exterior house is made of large galvalume steel plates and cement.
あ
Okay.
と大きなアルミサッシでできています。
Yup. Big awning.
前面にはキャンプ道具な
The
ど
floor
を入れ
space
た
of additional
小
floors
さな
count
収
towards
納も
square
置い
footage?
ています
Interesting. That is a very small storage shed. It looks like it's fucking 4 feet tall.
ぐらいのとても
Floor
小さ
area
な住宅で
51
す。
square meters. Very small.
上の1階部分には外から直接入れるエントランスと キッチンやダイニング、
Holy
リビン
shit,
グが
Loki
一体
was
に
the
なった
galvanized square steel. Funny how it works.
あ
Isn't
と
that
天
funny?
井の高いダイニングスペースを設けています。地下には階段下の洗濯機置き場やエントランス下の小さな収納、それからトイレと手洗いがあるスペース、バスタブがなくて小さなシャワールームと脱衣があるスペース、それからおせっさん2人が寝ることができるスペースを作っています。
A pretty efficient layout there. In you go. I like the
前面道
doors.
路からガラスの扉でつながるエントランスになっています。
That big window, I would always have that shit
この
curtained
住
up.
宅はスキップロアで作られているので、エントランスは地下と地上階の間にあります。
How much a month is this? Do we reckon utilities are included?
靴を
Absolutely
入れ
not.
る収納は通常は地面に置いた置かれた収
Oh,
納
I
だ
like
と
that
思
those
うんですが
cabinets here. That like the cabinets, their cabinets here, they're up there at like shoulder height. But then when you get onto the living area, they're on the floor, but it like stretches across. That's fun.
今回はダイニングの収納と一体になるように宙に浮いたような収納になっています。玄関のガラスの扉はカーテン
that would
を
always
つ
be
けてま
closed.
して、プライバシーとか
I don't like that
状況
curtain
に
though.
応じて
Goofy ass
閉
shower
じられるよう
curtain
に
has
してい
fucking
ます。
ring holes in it. Goofy. Get something classier than that. Come on.
入り口からリビングやキッチン、ダイニングエリアが階段の上の1階にあります。
You need some more cushions on that couch. It's sad.
天井の高さは
You could easily have someone sleep on
1.9 メ
that
ート
though.
ルから4.7 メートル
I
ま
like that it's
で
hanging.
さまざまな高さを持っています。
The ceiling's really
階段の
high
先
there.
には
That's really nice
天井
actually.
の高さが最も低くなる場所があります。そこには床から浮いているようなソファーを作りました。
That sofa's really sad. You need more
ソ
cushioning
ファ
there.
ー
That
は
looks hard.
厚みを薄くしていて、壁に固定しな
Like
がら
use that as
梁
like the
から
bottom and then throw like actual big
天
cushions
井
on top.
は
Like you
低
need
く
something.
落ち着きがありながら軽やかなソファーにしています。キッチンはこの部屋
It
の奥
abides
の
with
壁に沿って配置されてい
Muji
ます。
Tenani.
カウンターはステンレス製になっています。
Stainless steel counters. That's a prison, but that's okay.
ドアはラワン合板としていて
They look kind of nice
他の
though.
収納と揃えています。
Oh, you can open that window.
エ
That's
アコ
fun.
ンも壁につけているんですが、
Oh, hide
ダイ
the
レ
air
クトに見せ
conditioner?
たくなかった
Okay, yeah.
ので、他の収納と一体化するように一部隠すように
The
取り付けてい
furniture
ます。
clothes stationery store in Japan. Muji.
この部屋の中央には6
Sitting
人ま
room,
で座
dining
れる
table
ダ
for
イ
up to
ニング
6
テーブ
people.
ルがあります。
Yep, that's a cute table. I like the varied chairs, how it's like no
テ
chair
レ
is
ビ
the
は
same.
壁
That's
に
fun.
取り付けていて、
Yep, TV. It's a nice
その
TV
収納
too.
の
It's a
上
good
には
spot for it
スピー
actually.
カー
Look,
や
like here. This is like the money shot where you like this is like the thesis for the home. That looks so nice. That looks so nice. I know people hate it, right? When people take these old houses and then they renovate them to look like this, like very like sleek and kind of blank. And I hate that too. But I do like that style. The very like white, black and white, kind of monochrome, like very minimal textures. I don't know. It looks really nice.
他の小物
I
な
like
ど
the
も置く
plant.
ことができます。この部屋は天井の高い
The ceiling is
場所なの
way
で
higher than it has
温
any
度
right
差
to be.
が
That's
大
crazy.
きくなります。その温度差
Oh, I
を
like that owl
許す
thing.
ファンを入れたダクトを作りました。例えば冬は天井の付近が暖かくなるので
I see you love
その
Fallout
暖かい空
76.
気
Yes,
を
Sam,
ファ
it was
ンによって
awesome.
床の付近に下ろすような仕組みを考えています。壁のスポットライト
Climb
は
up the ladder. I love
お客さんが
ladders, by the way.
声を出
I
した
love
ら
ladders. I love
点灯
homes
でき
that
る
have
ような
ladders.
そういうス
That
マー
rules.
トな照明になっています。
アレクサ、電気つけて。
Yep, Alexa, turn on the lights. Epic. I played 100 hours in it in a month. You're sick in the
足
head.
元の台話を正面から
Oh, the ladder
少しバック
slides on the
させて取り
railing.
付けています。
So
ち
you
ょっ
can
と
get
離れ
access to
た
that
ような
window.
印象になって軽く少し宙に浮いたよう
Yep.
なそういうデザイン
Smart choice of the cabinets.
この部屋を設計するときはおせっさんのプライバシーを維持しつつ
That ladder.
それでいて大きな窓を
I don't
ダイレ
know.
ク
It
トに
seemed a
その
bit.
外から見られないよ
That
う
seemed
に
a
配
bit
置する
suspect
ことが
there.
大事でした。この床もエントランスと同じ直筆のタイルを使用して
I
い
like the
て
tile choice though.
屋外のような空間となっています。
The stairs, that's a bit crazy though. The steel
入り口の
stairs.
階段の下には洗濯機を置けるようなそういうスペースを設けています。
There's your laundry, indoor laundry. That's
洗
nice.
濯機の
For
隣の
Tokyo,
壁に沿っ
that's
て
nice.
掃除機とか掃除用品を収納できるようなそういった収納をさらに追加しました。
Yeah, that's a pretty good amount of storage under there too. Actually, you could sleep someone in there for sure.
地下には2つの入り口があって、
Yep.
一方は
Really nice vanity actually that has a ton of room.
トイレがあって、
Yep, nice toilet. It's not super cramped in there either actually.
収納とシャワーがついています。
Oh, really nice looking shower too.
近くには銭湯があるのでバスタブは必要ありませんでした。
That's a really nice shower actually.
地下部分にある寝室になります。
I like how they didn't cover all the wood paneling in the ceiling.
その両方から軌道でアクセスできるようになっています。
Yep, the bedroom's really cozy. Really cozy. The bed is in the middle like a psychopath.
中央にはダブルベッドを配置していて、その両側と後ろの壁。
Pause. Where do you put your computer? I always think up until the point like, man, I could easily live in a space like this. Where am I putting my setup, bro?
に沿って収納を配置している。
Maybe here? It couldn't fit on that shelf. He probably only has a laptop, probably, but like where would you put all of your shit? Lots of closet space. Like a lot,
将来的
actually.
にはこのベッドル
Maybe there?
ームの中央で仕切って、
I'm just talking for
分ける
me.
ことも可能です。
Like I could easily live in a
なの
space
で
this
こ
small.
のスペースを
Easily.
それぞれ
This would be
分けられる
comfortable.
ようにしてい
What's up,
て、
Dreamy?
2つの入り口と2つの収納のスペースを設計しています。
That's fun. My brother had his bed touching exactly
大きな
zero walls, and I don't know what other evidence I need that he's a red flag. That's insanity. Middle bed
小
is
さなとこ
psychotic.
ろも同時に考えるようにしています。あとは高いところと同じように低いところを設計すること。まあそういう明るさとか暗さ、開放感と閉鎖感、そういった両極端な空間を考えることが人間の認識の範囲を引き伸ばすと思っています。
I don't know about all that. Expand the range of human cognition. I don't know
Thanks for
about that.
watching. If you're an architect or designer with a project we could feature, please.
Thank you, British woman. Next, give me more slop to consume. Maybe I could find something to consume. Oh, I wanted to watch the Final Shape trailer. Yeah, here we go. Wow. This is the launch trailer for Destiny 2: The Final Shape. HD, please. Oh, it is. Okay. Can you tell me he has four... He has 4 arms and he's playing a regular guitar? 2 of your hands aren't doing anything, bro. You're a jobber. Nice apple. Where is this? They got turned into shapes? Is this the last city? Surely that was like a vision that didn't actually happen. Marasov, yep.
Witness me as the final shape.
Yep. Bald baby, the bad guy, yep.
It's reshaping reality into a perfect stillness.
Yep, that is what it's doing. Oh, shit, what the fuck?
I'm done burying my friends.
It's the end of everything. Might as well try to stop it.
Yeah, Nathan
One
Fillion, you
last
tell
step.
him.
Together.
Yeah, go into that triangle, bro.
Into the end.
Purple, red, gray.
This place. It's hard to describe. An infection. Festering.
You said it spoke to you.
Oh, what was that?
You said it spoke to you.
She's a real woman? There have been statues of this woman forever.
The witness shows us what it thinks we want. It's a lie.
Zavala betraying us? No way.
Let us lift the weight of suffering. Join us.
Zavala, please, don't do this.
How many cutscenes does the fucking expansion have? Oh my god, Akora dead?
Nobody makes my fate but me.
Nice one, Billy. Hasn't it been like the end of everything like 3 times now? Yeah. Akora Nova Bomb is not impressive. Okay, well, I mean, that was kind of cool. Good job, Destiny. Good job, Bungie. Lots of cutscenes. Not much to say about it, though. It somehow showed a whole lot of nothing. The only thing that's really turning me off is the Billie Eilish music in the background. Isn't that weird? Why is it? Oh, there's something I wanted to show. I gotta show them on the normal camera, fuck it. There are some minis I forgot I had. I forgot I had these. They're Skaven from Warhammer Underworld's Nether Maze. They're Skaven assassins. This one's like running, and he's got like a net. He's a little rat, and this one's got like a little sling. He's like he throws rocks, and this one's got like some little knives, real tiny little knife guy. I know you guys can't see them well. That's okay. We'll paint these eventually so you can see them. This one is dropping out of the air after throwing like a smoke bomb. Really dynamic poses on a lot of these. And then the leader is like crouched on like a pipe. He's like Master Splinter. He's got like a hood and like a little beard. Yeah, they're the Warhammer Underworld's Nether Maze. I forgot I had them. I assembled these forever ago. So yeah. I specifically brought them out because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget about them. I brought out a couple other things. I brought out a Necron Overlord with Tachyon Arrow. He's primed, just not painted. And then the Necron Scorpix Destroyer, primed and unpainted. I also based them already. I did this forever ago. This is when Reese was a little bit more motivated. I had like gravel that's on their base, and then I took plastic rods, like really thin plastic rods, and I clipped small pieces of them and whittled them into crystal shapes. So they have like the little crystals on their bases that I can paint green so that they look like they got little crystals, little Necron crystals. Yeah, so we got some more stuff on the docket. Yep. I just wanted to make sure I got them out last night because I wanted to make sure they got done. Eventually. Eventually. The Necrons look sick, but you have a bias? That's alright. Necrons are epic. there anything else I wanted to watch? I know there's more stuff on the channel. Oh, here's something I wanted to watch. Here's something I wanted to watch. 1 second. Oh, they don't have it yet, I don't think. I wanted to watch the skin spotlight of the, Yeah, you got Farsight? Yeah, thank you, Horse. Horse who's in class right now. I wanted to watch the skin spotlight for the $500 Ari skin, but I can't because it's not out yet. $500 skin is wild. Absolutely wild. Remember when we watched the Westminster Dog Show? That was fun. You need to pick a video that's the right length. Like, I don't want to like put on something that's like 20 minutes. Like, I would enjoy watching 20 minutes of painting, but there's not much for me to say. I just like consuming it. You can ban Ari every game, and people are gonna too. People are absolutely gonna. We'll watch a hobby video. We'll watch a hobby video. We'll see. I love this channel.
I love the game Star
Eons
Wars
of
Legion.
Battle.
I've been working
Yep, Star
on
Wars
an
Legion.
Empire army, but I kind of did it wrong because I kind of ate dessert first. I built all of the really cool stuff. I got the Royal Guard, I got the Bounty Hunters, I got the Dewback.
Yep, Dewback.
But really, before this is an army, it's gonna need some troops. And even though I haven't been painting troops, I've been buying troops.
Holy
A lot
shit.
of troops.
Yeah. My man bought a whole lot of models. I wonder how long they've been sitting.
To truly get this army playable, I need to build all of these troops, and Star Wars Legion paints up really, really quick. So
Does
I
it?
bet I can do all of this in 2 days.
Christ.
This is a...
Holy shit. Hold on, let's hide me real quick. Look how many there are. 2 days? They're not even all, not all of them are even white. Some stormtroopers aren't white.
A lot of models. I've really been enjoying procuring my Star Wars Legion army.
Yeah, you've
It's
enjoyed
finally
buying them for
time
sure,
to get
yeah.
it painted up.
Let's
and
paint 'em.
I'm going to have some help with that because this video is sponsored by the Army Painter.
Oh, shit,
I've been
really?
a big fan of theirs for years, and their
Sponsored
products
by
have
the
become
Army
a
Painter.
fixture of my painting desk. I have painted well over 200 models using Army Painter paints. Whether it's War Paints Fanatic, Quick Shade Washes, Speed Paint, or War Paints Air, the Army Painter has helped me get my models done. Whether they are my best minis, my biggest mini, or Painter has helped me get my models done. Whether they are my
That's a Gazgul proxy?
my best minis, my biggest
That thing's huge. That is a $1,000, maybe a little bit more dollar Reaver Titan. I remember when he was painting this. He has the whole thing documented. I really like the water on its right foot. The water falling off of it, stepping out of a puddle. Yeah, this is a Reaver Titan, I believe.
mini or my fastest minis. Their paints are fantastic, or should I say
That's what I use. That's what I use. He has them in his hand.
I've gone through bottles and bottles of matte white and matte black, used
Yep.
their scenery elements to make epic landscapes, and
Yep.
speed paint has become a staple of my painting style,
Oh, that's a
using
really
them in
cool
just about
mini.
every project
I don't
I
even know what that's
undertake.
from.
The Army Painter's mission is to make it easy to get all the minis in the world painted and ready for the tabletop by offering top quality products all designed to make painting fun, easy, and fast. If you want to give Army Painter products a try for yourself, from now until June 8th, they are offering free shipping on their website.
Tufts.
They can also be found wherever hobby products are sold, like Amazon and most hobby shops. A big thanks to the Army Painter for sponsoring this video and helping me get out from under my
Orc
pile of
boys,
Star
back
Wars
when they were all
shame.
twerking.
A fair few of these models I have painted before, but I didn't have a basing scheme in mind, so they never got properly finished. It's time to change that. I mixed some oak brown with a brush-on primer, which gave me a very desaturated brown color, and I pumped it back up with a little topaz skin.
That is so much paint
to bring back the vibrancy.
That's so much paint.
The bases of all the finished and nearly finished models, and then once it was dry, I put some Army Painter soft tone wash over the brown to bring out the details in the sand. And then it was time for some dry brushing. I often have a bad habit of going too bright on my bases with the dry brushing step. I used ancient stone mixed 50-50 with desert
squirted
yellow
too much
so that
paint
it was
on there,
just light
Jay.
enough to bring out the sand grains without making the bases too bright. Once that was all dry, I picked out all the rocks with deep gray, followed up with a dry brushing of ash gray, and then finishing it off with a slight dusting of matte white. I find working in 3 layers makes for the most natural looking rocks. Now that I have the bases all done, I spent some more time finishing up the scouts that have sat 50% painted in a drawer for over a year.
Oh my god.
I put grim black speed paint over their clothing and a cultist cloak over their explosives. I put more grim black into the mouths
These
of
are the paints that
Scout
I
helmets,
use.
and then the hardest part was painting their eye lenses.
I like
which
that
are
he uses
recessed
the
into
same kind of
helmets.
paints as
I
me
made a
because
lot of
I get to
mistakes
see
I had
that it's
correct with matte
possible to
white,
make
but
stuff that looks
eventually I
really
got it.
good.
My original vision for my Imperial Army was to keep the base rims the original gray plastic color, using masking fluid to protect it. This was a big waste of time. I can paint the rims gray. Now that these models are done, it's time for the finishing touches. Grass tufts. I have mountain tufts and wasteland tufts, and I put these on wherever I could find room, and they add a lot. On the
Videos like
larger
this
size
make it
bases,
seem like
models
painting
facing
takes 15 minutes
matters, and I like
max.
to leave the
He's
angles
actually
really
trying to
obvious,
paint
so I put
all
dark
those
tone
like
wash
fucking
into the
40
crevices, and then
minis in
finish
2
applying
days.
tufts to the rest of these models. The Star Wars location that I have my Empire set in is Kessel, a brown
These ones
planet
had
known for
already
its
all
spice
been
mines.
started, I think, before.
32 miniatures that were not done this morning are now done.
He finished basing most of them and didn't have to do much painting on some.
Finally done.
He's gonna
2
get to the
squads of
painting
scouts,
part now, I
1
think.
squad of stormies, 1 squad of shore troopers, 2 bikes, a stormtrooper upgrade pack, and Director Krennic are leaving
Director
the
Krennic?
painting table. I have an early win under my belt. It's time to
Did you
move
see how
on to
many minis he
something
just pushed
new.
away?
The painting table. I have an
He still has to paint all this.
early win under my belt. It's time to move on to something new. I'm feeling like snow troopers. I have 1 squad of 7 and 2 E-Web blasters.
Snow troopers,
Something I really
classic.
like about Star Wars Legion is its army building system. Unlike 40K where you can change the weapons your models are holding, Star Wars Legion is different. Most squads are pretty small. These snow troopers come in squads of 4, and you can buy additional normal guys for the squad, like 1 extra snow trooper, or if you want to make the squad more dangerous, you can add troopers with more powerful weapons, like the Flame Trooper or the T7 Ion Trooper. To get my snow troopers looking snowy, I primed them in black and then sprayed them with ash gray and then a zenithal of matte white from above. Then I took speed paint holy white, thinned down just a little
I use that
with
paint.
speed paint medium, and put this over their armor. This is a slightly gray paint that'll flow into the recesses and add in some subtle shadows.
Yep, but they'll
And
still read
speaking of
white.
those shadows, I want to make some of them more exaggerated, so I took dark tone and thinned this down and put it in a few key spots, like around their unibrows, his crotch armor, and the bottom half of his
Not his
backpack.
crotch armor.
Now I've darkened the models quite a bit. It's time to bring them back up through dry brushing. Dry brushing is deceptively tricky. My step 1 is to bring them back
This
up
brush that he has right there, that is, what did I think of the game? Poop. This is a Artis Opus Series D dry brush. I think this brush costs like $30 or $40. Look at this thing. Look up the Artis Opus dry brush set and see how expensive the whole set is.
through dry brushing. Dry brushing is deceptively tricky. My step 1 is thoroughly saturating the bristles and then wiping off most of the water. The bristles need to have just the right amount of liquid so that they are soft and keep the paint
Yeah,
wet.
if you want a dry
If they're
brush,
too
you
dry,
gotta
the
have
paint will
water.
dry on the bristles and fall off like dust onto the minis. Maybe dry brushing isn't even the right name for this technique. Big brushing? Rub brushing? I
Damn
rubbed white
brushing.
paint all over their white armor and then got ready for their clothing.
No, you don't even want
I
damp.
put pallid bone thin down over all their
I use
claw
pallid bone.
parts. In the movie, it's really subtle that their clothing isn't quite white, but on a
I don't
1-inch
think it's
mini,
that
it
subtle.
looks much better to exaggerate.
I think it's
this.
obvious that their stuff
And
is
these
tan.
snowtroopers are stationed on Kessel. Maybe
Clean
their
that shit
clothing
up,
has picked
though.
up a little extra dirt. I put grim black mixed with a cultist cloak over their weapons, including the
You missed a
E-web
spot, Jay. I'm
blasters,
looking
and
right
while
at
that
it.
was
You missed a
drying, I
spot.
dry brushed some ancient stone over their cloaks to smooth them out. Now to finish off those weapons. The Grim Black does a good job of providing some contrast, but I want to exaggerate this, so I did a dry brushing of ash gray over the top half of all the guns.
At least the
and then just
weapons
a
are
few
easy, yeah,
swipes of
because
matte white.
Stormtrooper weapons
Now
are
these
purely
fellas
just
are
all
looking
black.
sharp. I want to do something special on the Flame Trooper. For my normal Stormies, for the heavy
He barely
blaster
washes
guy,
his
I
palette?
painted him
No.
with the Assault Trooper
It's
markings.
a wet
I want to
palette,
do the
so he
same
doesn't
for
have to
this
do much to it.
Snowtrooper. I put pure red onto my palette and darkened it with black. I base coated his shoulder pads and painted a stripe and hash marks along his forehead. I did a few layers to highlight these up to pure red and then cleaned them up with some matte white. And speaking of that matte white, I sponged on a little more to make it look like the red paint is chipped away, revealing the white plasteel armor underneath. I think it's a pretty cool look and makes him feel like the special little flame trooper he is. With the snow troopers done, or to be more accurate, the cold weather assault troopers done, that's 3 more squads done and bringing me up to 41 miniatures.
That is a lot.
I was hoping to get a little bit more done today.
That's all you got done today?
I'm in a really good spot to still finish tomorrow. All right, new day, new troopers. Yesterday, I painted the Hoth troopers.
Yeah, this is a creature who paints every day, by the way. This is what it looks like.
The shore troopers.
Paints every day.
The shore troopers have a mortar-style weapon that looks suspiciously like a toaster.
That's the brave little toaster.
Zenithal them with ancient stone, a tan color to start the ball rolling on creating their cream-colored armor. I put a thin-down pallid bone speed paint over all their armor and then hit a few spots with some strong tone brown wash to make the recesses darker. Now the armor has darkened a lot after all those steps, so I dry brushed them with the original Zenithal color, Ancient Stone. This brightening also helps make the recesses look darker by creating a larger jump in value from darkest to brightest.
Yeah, they look cool, the shore troopers.
Then I put oak brown over their pants and skirts
I like their
and washed them
helmets.
with dark tone. The shore troopers have a ton of decoration to them. They wear their right bicep armor red and then have a smattering of blue on their shoulder pads and chest armor, and for that I used Hydra Turquoise, darkening it with black paint to do a line along the middle. On every shore trooper, they have a white stripe with black borders running along their left shoulder pad. So I painted a black stripe and then painted a white stripe right in the middle.
That's a smart way to do that.
Then I painted their unibrows black and put a little red dot over their right eye. I did my formula of grim black plus a dry brushing of ash
See, if you
black,
look at this, look at the shoulder on the right next to you guys you can see that the line isn't perfectly straight and it's not like beautiful. But like from far away, that straightens out. I need to not sweat little stuff like that. He
red
doesn't.
Dot over their right eye. I did my formula of grim black plus a dry brushing of ash gray over all their weapons and in the nose of their helmet. And then the only thing left to do was paint the bases. The shore troopers, or coastal defender troopers, are specially equipped to fight in tropical environments. I don't exactly know what that means, but it does make them really cool and really hard to paint.
Can't get caught up on every small mistake. Yeah, it's just
I'm hoping
it's
the
impossible.
Next batch moves much faster. Every new Star Wars thing invents a new stormtrooper, and Han Solo, the movie, invented
I never saw that movie. Still haven't.
Range troopers are a hybrid snow trooper with robo-magnetic feet so that they can stick onto metal
Range
surfaces.
troopers?
Stormtroopers are getting pretty darn specific.
Like mountain range, perhaps?
Cool.
What does that mean?
I Zenithal primed my troopers, and these guys are all white, so it's going to be about making different shades of
They're
white.
all white?
I started out putting holy white over their armor
They
and
don't
weapons,
look like they
and I
would
put
be.
ashen
They have
stone over their robo
overcoats.
feet. Ashen stone is a slightly grayer and slightly bluer color. For their cloaks, which, by the way, only the coolest cats wear their cloaks over their armor, I mixed holy white with a tiny bit of noble skin to darken it. Then I thinned down dark tone and put this over their furry shoulders to bring out the details, and while I still had it on my brush, I splashed it on their cloaks to make them look dirty. And speaking of dirty, I took noble skin and sponged this onto the lower half of their cloaks. Now onto the armor.
Welcome back,
I sponged
Nova.
on white paint to make them look beat up and weathered.
Are these
and then
figures
I dry brushed the
playable in a
models
game?
with
Yeah,
white.
the game is Star Wars
I put grim
Legion.
black over the few troopers holding special weapons, and the only color on these guys is the red and blue LEDs that are on their robo boots, which alternate between mag-locked and unlocked.
Interesting.
Boom! Range troopers are my kind of trooper, and you know why? Because I finished them in an hour and a half.
Bro,
Still doing the proof,
what?
But I am
There are
starting
like
to feel
7 of
way
them.
more confident in getting this project finished on time. It was really
An
fun
hour
to play
and a
with just
half?
a whole bunch of different shades of white paint. But you know what else is fun to play with? That's right, our Patreon. Over
Look
there
how
we
good
have a
they look.
great
An hour and a
paint.
half and you did
But you know
7?
what else is fun to play with? That's right, our
How?
Patreon. Over there we have a brand new set of terrain every month, and this month is the Pestilent Forest, a table's worth of grotesque yet beautiful terrain pieces that'll let you fight your tabletop battles surrounded by the corrupting influence of decay.
He has daily
Huge
practice?
plants,
Yeah,
cauldrons of
still,
pestilence,
that's
rotting
crazy.
creep, and the Great Maw make
gonna turn
for a
some lights
very
on, it's getting
chaotic
dark.
environment. Next up is the Dark Troopers, and these guys are kinda tricky. The Range Troopers are white everywhere, but white is an easy color to modify.
Actually?
Dark Troopers are shiny black everywhere. I mixed up mostly grim black with a little bit of Tyrian blue
There
and
we
then
go,
put
that's
this over
better.
all
Shit.
the models.
Actually-
I took my biggest dry brush and hit the models with ash gray to
There
bring out
we
the
go,
edges
that's
of their
better.
robotic features, and I did another layer of dry brushing with matte white, giving each model just
Oh,
a
Dark
few
Troopers.
swipes to leave this color only in the sharpest edges.
I need to do this more.
Each model to bring out
do you see how much that work that did? The dry brushing?
I took my biggest dry brush and hit the models with ash gray to bring out the edges of their robotic features, and I did another layer of dry brushing
look at that
with
shit.
matte white,
Look how free
each
that
model
is.
just a few swipes to leave this color only in the sharpest edges. I painted the eyes and buttons on their chests with pure red paint, and then I gave them all a gloss varnish to make them shiny like in the show. I mean, I guess all stormtroopers are shiny.
Like they're done.
Stormtroopers feel like they're glossy.
He painted them black, dry brushed gray, put red on them, and then they were done.
I trimmed the grass tufts like they're being burned away, and then I airbrushed white paint, letting it spill all over the bases. This is my preparation for some object source lighting. I airbrushed some Carmine Dragon speed paint over the lower half of each flame, and then maize yellow over the top half. The Dark Troopers are now done. I don't know if these are phase 1, 2, or 3, the Cyber Clone version, or something unique to the Mandalorian timeline, but they are finished, and technically, it is officially Monday. However, the sun ain't shining, and that means it's still
Sunday.
You
haven't gone to bed on Sunday yet, so it's still Sunday. I agree.
And get this project
I agree with that logic.
Stormtroopers are one of the most recognizable things on
Why do they
planet
look like
Earth.
that? It looks like either their primers begun to chip off, or he stripped them. Why do they...
And they're nice and easy to paint. I started out base coating them deep gray and then zenithal white from above. A classic black and white zenithal would leave the shadows of the armor too dark. Then I gave each model a coat of holy white, and instead of a dry brushing of matte white, which I think would make them look more battle weathered, I airbrushed white from above so that the armor has that perfect, smooth, clean look. Over all their weapons and the in-between parts of their armor, I put grim black. This flowed beautifully into their eye lenses, and then I painted their unibrows black. To highlight the weapons, I dry brushed ash gray, and I hit their unibrows with this to add a little bit of edge highlighting. For the Stormtrooper captains, I gave their shoulder pads a coat of lava orange to finish them off.
That probably took 10 minutes to do that mini. And it looks so good. He spray painted them black or gray. It was gray, not black. It was gray, then white from above. Then he put an a really light gray over all of them. And then he spray painted white very aggressively, but just from the top. And then he put the black, and then they were done.
Highlighting. For the Stormtrooper captains, I gave their shoulder pads a coat of lava orange to finish them off. The Stormtroopers are done, and I am up late.
They're just two colors with a few accents, so it makes sense. Yeah, but it looks, I don't know. Maybe these minis are also just really well designed.
I have 2 more squads of Stormtroopers, and that means 2 more heavy weapon troopers. And I want to give them the same assault trooper markings.
Oh, but you're going to give yourself some work and do some red?
And recreating my original color scheme, painting their boots and shoulder pads red, darkening the recesses, and brightening the smooth areas until I had highlighted all the way up to pure red. They have a little stripe that goes on their bicep armor, and I painted a stripe going halfway up their helmets and 3 little hash marks on either side, and then I sponged on some white paint to make them look chipped and weathered. Then all that was left to do was finish off the bases.
Yep, slop
I
all
made
your
myself
brown
a little
slop.
cup of this brown paint mix so that I could paint each set of bases as I finished the models, because I have learned from previous large army projects, nothing is less fun than painting 100 bases all at the same time.
Literally true, that's awful.
Did it. That is the last base on the last Imperial miniature. I have achieved my goal. Yes, it's Monday, but once again,
look how much paint he has on his shirt that he didn't have at the start.
I have achieved my goal. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I guess today, to a fully painted Imperial army.
Nice job, Jay. See you, buddy.
They're finally done.
Yo, that looks crispy. Look how many he has.
On this Legion army for so.
One thing I'm saying though is how come he has Overseer Krennic of the Bounty Hunters, but no Sith? Or is Darth Vader?
So long.
Where's Darth Maul?
And it is finally done, and it feels
Darth Maul
so
might be separatist.
good.
Actually,
it's
I don't know what they count him
because once you have an army done,
bro. Look how good those Dark Troopers look. All he did was paint them black, dry brush gray, do the red, and then spray them with gloss varnish.
So good. It's free.
Wait, does that one that's kind of blurry in the black left, it's kind of out of focus, does that one have a sword? What the hell is that?
Because once you have an army done, you feel like you're in a really...
I remember when he did the scouts with the capes that have the detritus and all of it.
Great spot. You've climbed the mountain, and now you just get to do a little landscaping, a little bit of pruning, maybe some shrubs over here, maybe a nice little...
The things that I painted on stream so far don't really lend themselves to dry brushing. The thing about Tyranids, the only thing you could conceivably dry brush would be the chitin, probably. The skin and stuff doesn't really make... I mean, you could dry brush some of it. Space Marines... Depends on their color. Yellow also, because I'm doing Imperial Fists. What would you dry brush over yellow? I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable or experienced enough. You could definitely do it.
Bubbling brook, maybe a few more shore troopers. It is a lovely spot to be in. I can take this army to games. I can play it. I can beat Sean with it. It is
organic
phenomenal.
stuff doesn't really lend itself to the
I did a
hardest
final
color,
head count this morning, and I swear I didn't plan this, but I painted exactly 69 stormtroopers.
Nice.
I didn't plan that, but it's just so perfect. Like the stars aligned. I'm so happy
On
to
Krennic,
finally
looks really
have my
good.
Empire army done, out from under my Star Wars.
Ooh. These are what, Purge Troopers? Those look really good too. I really like the spot highlights on their helmets that's painted on by the looks of it.
Legion.
And the green islands is.
Empire pile of shame.
Here's the nerd in
My
front.
goal
That's
is to
Overseer
have
Krennic.
every single model for Star Wars Legion. And now that the Empire is done, I can move
Wait,
on to
what?
every single Star Wars Legion Empire pile of shame. My goal is to have every single model for Star Wars Legion.
He wants
And now that
every
the Empire is
model?
done, I can move on to something
Then where's
else.
Darth Vader,
And maybe I've already started.
What models are those? That's Asajj Ventress and those weird ball droid walker things from Geonosis with the nose that shoots lasers. Those aren't Purge Troopers? Then what are those? He's doing a separatist force. It'll have Dooku, perhaps?
Purchasing some stuff for something else.
Oh, and you can see it in the background. You can see it. You can see Mortarion. I want to watch the Mortarion video. I've seen it already. Those are Death Troopers? God, it makes no difference. But you're right. It does make a difference. I just didn't know it. He painted Mortarion really recently, and I want to show you guys.
This video is sponsored by War Thunder.
War Thunder.
I
haven't watched Ahsoka. Was Thrawn cool? I don't know. I haven't watched it either.
A few years ago, like 3-4 years ago, I was buying Space Marine Heroes.
This is the box that I own, by the way. My Mortarion is unbuilt, just in the box.
Accident. A few years ago, like 3-4 years ago, I was buying Space Marine Heroes Series 3, which is the little Death Guard guys, kind of on a whim from my local game store. I would paint them up, have a really fun time, little one evening projects, but I didn't have any plans to start a Death Guard army. Over the course of that year, I found some things on eBay, little Plague Burst Crawler, a Lord of Contagion, painted those up, but I never really had any plans of being a Death Guard player. But then Christmas rolled around and this box came out and I had to make a decision. I was like, I really like painting Death Guard. I think I can do a Death Guard army. And in typical 40k player fashion, I did nothing with this box for 2.5 years now.
Yes, sir.
Because it has Mortarion in it. And I have built Mortarion up in my head as this impossible Herculean task.
That is an insane
So many
miniature.
people
Look
have
at that
painted
shit.
Mortarion so well that like I can't just get him tabletop ready. I want him to be immaculate and perfect. And so I've got this idea in my head that it's an impossible task, like a 200, 300 hour project. But I think that I'm just scaring myself. I think I can totally do it, and I really want to play Death Guard on the tabletop. I've been having a ton of fun with 10th edition, so now is the time. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna do Mortarion.
Good luck.
Mortarion, the Demon Primarch of Nurgle, is spread across 2 large vehicle sprues.
Yep.
He is enormous. And
He's
I've always
giant.
had a weird hang up with epic heroes, because I feel like since they're an actual character, I should be building them one for one with the lore, without any kit bashing or converting.
Agreed.
This isn't actually a rule, I can do whatever I want.
I wonder how many
but this
people
has
play
held
with
me
big
back,
models
and I'm
like
excited
that,
to
but
see
get it
my
painted for them
Mortarion
so
in
they
my
don't
color
bubble it.
schemes.
A
And
good
putting them
amount,
together, I was
actually,
pleasantly
but
surprised
it's
by the
not
kit.
cheap.
He goes together perfectly, but also has some options. Mortarion's weapons can be swapped between hands. I don't know how I missed this. I've seen hundreds of Mortarions online. I've never noticed. I think I'll put his scythe silent in his left hand.
Everyone
because I'm
always
left-handed.
builds his scythe in his right
And
hand.
depending on which hand you model holding which weapon, the instructions suggest one of 2 different face sculpts. Well, different might be a stretch.
Can you guys spot the difference? Yeah, our teacher at your high school made 40k boards. That's so awesome. When I watched this video the first time, I didn't see the difference. One of them is winking. Dang, you guys are goated with it.
Take a really close look at the two different facial expressions of Mortarion and see if you can spot the difference. I'll give you a few seconds.
That's literally just one eyeball.
Have you spotted it? Can you see the difference? One of the heads has a closed eye because that's the head where he's really aiming with that pistol. It is incredibly subtle. I think I'm gonna go with the two open eyes. Mortarion has a face only a mother could love, which is sad because he doesn't have a mom. But I love him, and seeing him all put together, he is.
Pause. Look at this shit. What a complex bitch. It's huge.
Massive. I love his plasma pistol that is the size of a plague marine, and his sight that is the definition of detail creep. Also, I just love all his little hoses that run around the armor and resemble intestines. And I can't stop playing with his bouncy balls.
Leave them alone.
It also comes with some fun nurglings, like this fella carrying a tank of who knows what, and
That's
a little
fun.
nurgling icon.
Oh, a little friend.
And who could forget the two little flying nurglings who are cosplaying as Mortarion?
They are.
He's all done. Oh, and he is cool. I really.
A lot of the techniques use the 40k boards and some of the stuff my brother did for his model trains.
I
Yeah, there's a lot of carryover.
I've definitely gotten myself into situations where I put together a giant vehicle or
I
model,
would leave the
and then it's like
off too,
impossible to paint. It's like trying to paint a basketball. I'm holding it with one hand and then just trying to snipe out some of the details with a brush. So not yet, but I'm excited because this guy is an absolute unit. A lot like the units available in today's sponsor, War Thunder.
War Thunder.
War Thunder is the control.
Skip ad.
Realism.
Good stuff, Jay. Get that back, but I'm skipping this.
Description or the pinned comical decoration. So hurry over to his
Thanks,
base.
man.
It's kind of just generic rocks. And it like really irks me when I'm like looking at Mortarion on Instagram and I'm just like scrolling through pages and pages of Mortarion and he's always standing on the exact same rock. It's kind of my least favorite thing about him, but I like to take that as a challenge. What if I can take my least favorite thing about the model and make it my favorite thing about the model? I took Mori's big old base and marked out a little triangle in between his legs.
Oh,
I want to have the ground splitting open underneath him, with noxious ooze spilling out. I took some cork and tore up chunks that would fit, and then ground them down so it looks like the earth is being ripped open. I attached it with hot glue and added some spiky rocks sticking up into the air and off the edge of the base. To save myself some milliput, I poured hot glue in between the cork and then smoothed everything out with milliput, using a damp piece of cork to press in some detail back into the clay.
Oh, that's
and
a
using
good
my
idea.
knife to make some cracks running through the rocks. Now for the goo. And the best goo is made of real goo. I took my icon bearer nurgling and glued him right in the middle of the stream and then poured UV cure resin all over, pushing and pulling it into all the cracks and crevices.
This is the kind of model you want to put this much effort
nail
in
art
for the
glass
base.
micro beads of varying sizes and dropped them into the wet resin. These
My man
shiny
has a
beads sink
goo
into the
fissure.
goo, and after locking them in place with my UV lamp, it makes for some very convincing slime. Now the only thing left is to take my Morty and press him into the still drying milliput. He leaves behind dents and these will dry hard so it'll be the perfect spot to glue him down later. I put some texture paste over the base and a small sprinkling of sand
Fun
and
but
pebbles
tricky.
and the base was
yeah.
finished. Oh, Morty is ready for some paint. Is he gonna be the absolute nightmare that I worry about, or is he gonna be just really hard? Probably really hard. We will see what happens, but now it is time to break out my Death Guard paint. My 8 discontinued colors of paint that I use for my Death Guard. I keep them in this holiday pet themed Ziploc baggie. I feel like for how rare these are, they should probably be like in a beautiful hardwood box with.
He uses a set of 6 paints only for his Death Guard, so either he mixes them and whatever, and they're discontinued. So these are the only 6 that he has.
Velvet lining, but it's time to paint. Now Mortarion is a hero from the Warhammer universe, with quite a few novels about him, but I don't feel as pressured to get his colors just right, because he's always covered in rotten
Tanner, it doesn't
grime.
matter what you paint
My
him,
rotten
as
grime
long as
tends
he's
to be a little bit
painted.
more colorful than some of the Black Library illustrations, but it's still classic Morty. After Zenithal, I loaded up my palette with my...
There they are, the 6 colors. It's like a mustard, like an orange, red, pink, blue, gray, white, a kind of weird deep green, and like gray. I think he mixes some of them.
Death Guard colors, and not knowing where to start and being thoroughly afraid of how big and intimidating Morty is, I decided to just go for it. On an unimportant part of the mini, his leg. You gotta start somewhere, and taking this big project and making it into a small, achievable task takes a lot of the pressure off.
That's a good idea.
I glazed blue over the leg and did some highlighting, mixing my blue and white paint, just guesstimating where my highlight should go. Then I came in with my green and glazed this over everything, to bring in a little warmth and to start to blend the different layers together. Now I can see the best looking stuff is the color saturated parts, so I used more blue and green to bring up the vibrancy of the shadow parts, and for the highlights, making up a desaturated yellow to do some small highlights. I went back and forth glazing on more and more colors, letting them overlap and mix until I had some decently smooth transitions. It's really fun to make some transitions not just in value but in color. His knee is only about an inch long, but it goes from deep blue to bright green to yellow, and that variety makes this simple little part really fun to look at. Now I want to add some shading, but I don't want to lose any of the vibrancy, so I glazed a brown mix into all the cracks, and went back over these brown areas with my bright rusty red color. His leg looks so good, and I didn't need his leg to look outstanding, but I needed a win. I needed to know I've got it in me, so instead of nervous, I'm excited to spread out over the rest of Mortarion and see what happens. I don't know how, I've never tried this before, but rusty red plus blue makes a really interesting gray color that I put over his cloak. And it makes for a color that's not quite cold and not quite warm. It looks really striking next to his wild poppy armor. The first actual detail on the mini is this little skull on his knee pad, and it was really fun to highlight, going over it again and again, brightening it up until it was pure white surrounded by rusty red and mustard yellow. I was really worried about this model, but now it's feeling really doable. You know what? He's not that bad. He really is.
Jay, you've only painted his thighs.
Guard, a Plague Marine who's 10 times the size of a normal Plague Marine, but just a Plague Marine at heart. And it's really reassuring to, like, you know, you start out with that leg and it's like blue, but then you start to narrow in. Once you get to like step 2, you're highlighting the top of the knee with a little yellow, bottom with a little bit of red. And then step 3, you get into like the nitty gritty of where you're placing your final highlights. And it all comes together in a somewhat reasonable amount of time.
He makes everything look
easy.
I
really
like this channel.
2 years apprehensive of painting this model, but now
because he actually doesn't paint super technically. He's just really
now
good
that I have
at
his
it.
lower half finished, I get to move on to bigger and grosser things.
He doesn't layer
I decided that
like
all his
way up
tubes
or
are
do a bunch of
intestines, and they'll be
non-metallic
pink,
metals.
And his right arm will be yellow. I glazed on my highlights,
Like the same
mixed up
techniques
darker
he uses
versions
are
of
the
these
same
colors
that
to
I
put them
can
over, and then
easily
came
use.
back in with my original colors to keep the vibrancy up. And I glazed green over top. This transparent color tints everything underneath. I only have these 8 colors to work with, no washes or contrast paint, so I have to make normal colors do the things I would usually use my special effects paints for. I glazed brown over the cracks over and over until I had a nice dark outline around the armor trim. And while I was waiting for that to dry, I did some edge highlights on his tubes with light pink paint and glazed green into the cracks. The brown wasn't doing much damage, so I switched to green for the recesses, for his yellow armor. This difference, not just in value but in color, will help make these lines more striking. Once I was happy with the recesses, I came back in with yellow to clean it up and smooth out the blends, finishing it off with an edge highlight and putting a drop of rusty brown in every rivet. Now I've got this big
That's so many
shoulder
rivets!
pad. I have plenty of room for some freehanding. XIV, the 14th Legion. And I love that just the simple letters show the utilitarian nature of the Death Guard. They aren't a legion for pomp and ceremony, they just like to get the job done.
Crazy
his
how
right arm
paint
is
works,
yellow,
yeah.
so for his left arm, I decided to go with blue, glazing it as a base over 50% and letting the other half be yellow, following the same formula of glazing until it matched his leg armor. Typically, a model will have purpose to its colors, red helmets, black shoulder pads, but my Death Guard are random. But it works. I think it's because the color changes so frequently across the model that it's not a mess, it's a style. Mortarion is stylish. Now that I have a lot of them painted, I need to protect my time investment. I sprayed the finished parts with satin bark to seal in the flavor.
It looks so good, bro.
Absolutely glitters, and I love how it looks next to the dull gray. It's not really a dull gray. There's some really interesting stuff like a little bit of warmth and a little bit of coldness depending on how much.
Stop moving it, Jay. Thank you. Bro. It's so like painterly. Bye, lid.
Or blue I had on my brush at the moment, but it definitely looks dull next to that armor. And now that the armor's done, it's time to work on his moneymaker, his face. After painting for 20 hours, my palette is completely trashed, so I decided to start fresh. Clean palette, clean painting. One problem I see on a lot of Mortarions is that his face completely vanishes into the finished
Yeah, it's
paint
like a
job.
beetle shell,
He
yeah.
is a very busy model, but it's important to make his face stand out. It's the personality of the model. One trick to making a face or head stand out is to paint it a different color. It always works. I gave him a pink face, making sure his gas mask was very color saturated, but without any of the pink, so it was separated. For his eyes, I decided to give him blind looking eyes, with a light gray pupil and a white dot in the center. He doesn't need his eyes to work. The warp gives him perfect 20/20 vision. I have been painting this fella, and the paint has just slowly been spreading out over the model like the contagion range of my Death Guard special ability, and I have finally reached the business end of this model, the War Gear. And War Gear is why you take a model in Warhammer 40,000. He has a pistol and a scythe, and he himself is no slouch at toughness 12, 16 wounds, 4 up invulnerable save, 5 up feel no pain. Like, he's pretty darn tough, but looking at his War Gear, in a way, it doesn't impress. His pistol will do okay damage against vehicles, and his scythe has a sweep and a strike attack. The sweep attack is okay at killing Space Marines, and the strike attack is okay at killing vehicles. Like, I'm not downplaying these weapons, they are
Was
good,
this guy a
but he's
Primarch?
not a squad
He's
I think what Mortarion
he was the
is
Primarch
in
of the
Death
Death
Guard
Guard,
Codex is
raised to
an
Demon Priestdom.
absolute problem. He is
Mortarion.
there to draw all of your enemy's attention. You want early on in the game for your opponent to be thinking about nothing other than, I've got to get rid of Mortarion, I've got to get rid of Mortarion, I've got to get rid of Mortarion, while the rest of your army marches up the board, because they
Traitorous
can't ignore
dog?
this guy. But he's not going to be the guy who wins you the game. The rest of the army is. He's just going to be there as the ultimate distraction Carnifex.
10 good guard.
I was thinking
yeah.
yellow for his pistol, but I already did that color on his arm. So instead I started with darkening the gray, hiding it with a light gray, and then exploring it with rusty red, seeing how it looks in the cracks and crevices of the weapon. It's looking interesting, but it's too different, so I glazed green very lightly over everything and then hit just the tip with a little bit of yellow. Now for his scythe, hilariously called Silence, even though it has a chainsaw attached to it. And speaking of attached, is there anything not attached to this weapon?
Yep.
Chainsaw, rib cage, incense ball, spiky fence, fleshy
True.
crack. Games Workshop threw the entire kitchen sink at this weapon. I did a
Goofy-ass
non-metallic
weapon.
metal with my green and yellow over the blade, and then decided everything else would be a mixture of rust and wood, making
My
most of the
OC in
weapon
Space Marine
brownish.
2 will own him,
I think this
trust.
helps give the
I
weapon a
can't
silhouette
wait
and be
for
much
that
more
game,
readable than if
bro.
it was just an assortment of greens and yellows like the rest of the model. I hit the incense burner with just a little bit of blue, and the ribs the same way, and I can
Granted, I'll
call
make
the
matching shirts from
Silence
Magic
done.
tournaments with the
Once
Card
again,
Shop's
sealing
logo
the
on it.
flavor with a blast
That
of satin
rules.
varnish. I think I've done all I can on Mortarion before I get him glued down to his base. I don't want to overhandle him and rub off any paint while I'm working on the fiddliest details, because he's looking real nice. The last big hurdle of this guy is going to be the wings. Look at these things.
Yeah,
they
I don't
are
even know what you're supposed to do.
enormous, and whatever I decide to do on them, I gotta do it 4 times because of the front and the back. It is gonna be a major speed bump, but
So I'm sure
I
you're
guess
gonna
it is
choose
the price we
something,
pay for
like,
Demon Primer, because they're all the same.
simple on
Angry
them,
Ron,
right?
Margaret the Red, and of course, Morty.
If you have to do them
Once
4
again,
times,
my
like
pile
surely
was
you'll pick
trashed.
something
Time to start over.
simple,
I
right?
glazed green on top of each wing and blue along the bottom, wet blending them in the middle with a damp brush. Now on the front face of these wings, I want to literally make a face. I want to make Nurgle's eyes watching over Mortarion. I took white paint and roughly sketched out an eye. Then I filled it in with red paint, and then I went in with blue
He's
and made
making
2
eyeballs on
circles,
them.
one for the edge of the eye and one for the edge of the iris. I mixed pink into my red and started brightening up the white of the eye. If I only paint the eye part, it'll look too flat, so I painted some wrinkles and the edge of the eyelid around the eye with darker versions of my green and blue. Then I brightened up the parts of the eye, mixing in more white paint and glazing these over top. For the iris,
You
I
did that
took
about
my
4
yellow paint
minutes?
and made a million little lines all pointed at the center, going over these again and again.
I think
with
it's because he's
brighter
not
mixture
super
until it was
worried
looking
about
like a
full
big, sickly
saturation.
eye. Then I glazed just a little red along the bottom edge.
Like, you
I
can
darkened up
see
the blue part
the
of the wing
different-
in preparation
you
to
can
do
still
some
see
wrinkles,
brush
help this
strokes, you can-
ridiculous
you know,
eye
they're
look
not,
a
like,
little more
fully
natural. It's like a transition from
covered
the freehanded
brush
eye to the
strokes.
normal highlighting and shading details on the wing. I put 2 big white reflections in his
Oh my
eye, and then I had a
goodness.
saucy idea of how to spice this up even more. I want tears running out of the eyes. I made 2 big tear tracks, and for added disgusting factor, I made the tears yellow.
Of course you did.
And boom, 2 big mean
Yo,
eyes.
those look so good.
To finish off the wings, I dry brushed pink on all the ribbing. I was thinking about sanding off all these parts to make the freehanding a little easier, but I decided against it because I want these details on all the parts that aren't the freehanding. I used my airbrush to pump up the saturation in the rest of the wings, and then it was time for the most labor-intensive part of the whole wing, even worse than the freehanding, putting a drop of brown into every tiny little hole in the wings.
Oh my god.
And then I finished it up with putting pink over the arms. The only thing left was to glue these suckers on. and
Yo!
that's all I've been waiting for
It's
the
looking
entire
so
project.
good, holy shit.
The wings are on, and he is glorious. He can no longer ever be outside of line of sight of anything on the board. He is so humongous, and I also love that the little tubes on his wings kind of make angry eyebrows with the giant eyeballs on his wings.
Kind of do.
I have been painting this guy for like 30 hours, but I can see it. I can see the end of the road.
You're almost
It is
done.
within sight. Just a little bit longer. I gotta get this base ready for His Highness. I
Sure.
put yellow over the slime. This
Pee.
won't be the final color. Don't worry, it won't be a
Pee-pee
fleece
river.
frame. Then I laid down base coats. Brown over the rocks using my airbrush to get the color into those hard to reach spots in the cork. And green over the slime.
Oh,
to alter
not
the colors,
P1.
I put some drops of green and red and wet blended these into the base. And then I started putting texture into the goo with drops of yellow
Yeah,
paint.
the pro
white
painters are
reflective
just
highlights on the
crazy.
bubbles, and rusty red over the goo.
I like learning
My
from
brush
them
work
though,
wasn't
even though I
perfect,
can't
but
really
cleaned it up
apply
with a
most
few
of their
blasts
knowledge.
blue from my airbrush. A little dry brushing of tan over the earth, and it was time for my fun little nurgling fella, who I decided was not just walking through the goo, but is made out of goo. I painted his little robes and banner, and he is the cutest little
Look at
fella.
him.
With the base done, I glued down the prince and glued on some of his last details that I still had in sub-assembly. Then I painted his flying little nurgling friends, and these guys aren't made of goo, so I decided to go with my normal pink recipe for these little guys holding bombs. Morty does have the grenades keyword in his options, but I think you should get grenade strat for free. The chains are a little tricky to paint. Each link is too small to really do highlights and
Dry
shadows,
brush 'em.
so I started with blue and then dry brushing a white. Then I glazed yellow and green over top to get them to match the rest of Morty. It was essential to paint these guys separate from the
Don't
model
mess with
because
them, you'll
look at
break
how
'em.
springy they are.
Stop messing with
After
them.
that, I threw a black base rim on the model and he is complete. Oh, he's done. And he's glorious. Usually when I finish a miniature, that new mini becomes my new favorite thing in the world, and I just like carry it around with me for the next few days, just keeping me company. Like while I'm making my egg salad sandwiches, that mini is sitting right there so I can admire it. Morty's a two-hander.
Yeah, it took about
requires
47
my
minutes.
undivided attention.
Dry brushing is
And
wild.
he's
I just wish I
probably
painted more
the
where
best
you could
model
use
I've
it.
ever painted. Mortarion is finished, and you know what? He wasn't even that bad.
Jay, you took
It
over
wasn't
40
like
hours.
A strenuous paint job. It was actually more fun just to see how far I could push and pull my Death Guard painting recipe. And he's like my favorite model that I painted. I've owned him for 2 years. For 2 years, he's been sitting in this box, unassembled, unpainted. For all that
I like the
time,
gray
I could
cloak.
have had the glorious Mortarion sitting on my desk, but instead, he was sitting in a box in my basement. Oh, he is so cool, and he's here now, ready to bring the hurt to Nick and Sean and their 40k armies. All I gotta do is get the rest of
so
my Death
good.
Guard army up and running, and then it'll be the Lord of Plague ready for
His
the
whole
battle
Death Guard
field.
army.
Don't forget to go to today's sponsor.
Yeah, custom
War
base, so it's
Thunder,
all
to
similar.
link
I
in
don't
the
care about War
description,
Thunder, Jay.
sign up to play, and
He has
receive
his other Death Guard are also painted in the same scheme. I really like that channel. I want to see him paint
I
yellow.
was walking through my friendly local game store, taking a
Yup.
look at their used shelf.
Yep, used
and
shelf.
I stumbled across these. Space Marine infiltrators and a captain in Phobos armor. And I don't know what it is about them, but I had to have them. Usually, pre-owned models are primed and maybe base coated, but these guys are done.
His game store has used models. Somebody painted these and sold them to the store? They look so good though.
Someone painted these guys with washes and highlights and probably gained with these. They had a whole life before reaching me, and when I saw them on the used shelf, it was like a meet cute in a romance movie. We caught each other's eyes and there was sparks flying. The previous owner was clearly a very good painter, and they had a lot of moxie. I love the decisions they made. Yellow and black, it looks fantastic. I love the bases, or the idea of the bases. They didn't put them on a regular forest or an urban environment. They went with an alien coastline. And I just love when people commit to weird ideas. These models are mine now, but I don't want to change them. I just want to finish them. I just want to make them everything they can be. I've been inspired, and I want to see what happens. To be able to add to their existing greatness, I need to get these guys off of their bases. Some of them ripped away clean, but some I had to really wrench, and one guy lost his foot. They were probably assembled with plastic glue, so some of them took the bases with them.
Oh my
I used a
God.
Dremel tool to grind away the plastic and cork so I could start fresh, getting them onto some paint handles. On a few of these guys, there were some mold lines, decently hidden by the paint job, but I want them clean. So I used this opportunity to fix any mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, it looks like the previous owner had some trouble with the white spray primer. Each of these Marines has one half that is
They're
smooth
dusty!
and one half that's gritty. This happens to me too. I think it happens when you spray in direct sunlight. The paint dries in the air and then lands on the minis.
They're
White spray paint is
dusty.
really temperamental. I can't have any models in my collection without drilled barrels. I used my hobby knife to give myself a dent and then drilled out the barrels and then drilled a little round hole in the side of each bolter barrel. I've got these guys all cleaned up and ready to go, and I'm really excited to start.
Did you attach that guy's footsie?
Just taking these guys up a notch.
Did you attach his
footsie? Yellow,
footsie?
and I really like what the previous owner did with the yellow. I think it's just a yellow base coat with Reichland flesh shade on top, but it's really smart because instead of brown, which would kind of desaturate the yellow, I feel like the Reichland flesh shade turns into a lovely orange in all the cracks and crevices, and I really want to keep that going.
Some Metagel on that?
It's strange working on models that someone else painted. It's hard to know where to start. I took some warm white paint and started layering on highlights, picking some spots on the model to brighten up.
Oh,
this
God,
is more of an
they're gonna bright as
experiment.
fuck.
It's dramatically desaturating the yellow, but I want to see how far I can push the highlights. I made up an orangey color that I put around the skull and crossbone chest emblem and reinforced the shadows around his neck and armpits. And then I glazed on a bright saturated yellow over the warm white. This darkened down the warm white and brought back the saturation, which was my goal. Although it does look a little like I just left it alone, so I came back in with my warm white and did some final highlights, edge highlighting around his collar, chest, and adding some spots to his helmet. I think I'm onto something with his chest. The next thing I tried was adding more Reichland flesh shade to the underside of his arms and the inside of his legs. Warm white is as high as I can push the highlights, so making the recesses darker will help me get that dramatic contrast I'm looking for. Now that I've reinforced my shadows, I decided not to go for my base coat yellow, but instead doing my spot highlights of the warm white, so I can see both ends of my yellow spectrum. Then I went in with my yellow paint thinned down and glazed this over both the orange and the warm white, to doing a few layers until I had made a soft transition that let the majority of each armor panel be my base yellow. I've been staring at this guy for a few hours and he doesn't feel that different to me, but when I hold him up to one of the OG paint jobs, I can really see the difference. Now that I know what I'm doing, I can create a recipe. Step 1 is fixing any mistakes and any
I wonder if
spots
whoever
with the base
owned
yellow,
these
and then
will ever
applying
see
my
this.
orange shadows. After that, a generous splash of Reichland flesh shade everywhere, applying my warm white highlights and then glazing over these with yellow until only a little bit of the orange and the white are showing through, on the darkest and brightest spots. The yellow looks so good. I don't like to say that models are bad, because even if I don't like a model, like I don't like the incursors and infiltrators, I know in the back of my mind that one day I'll see the perfect combinations of colors, the perfect paint job that makes me fall in love with it. Like, these are how they're meant to be painted. It just looks fantastic. And I've painted a bunch for my Black Templar army. And I did it. I put my Black Templar recipe on them and I swapped the head.
I don't know. The Black Templar one looks pretty clean, Jay. You didn't like that? That looks pretty clean to me, man.
With normal intercessor heads, and they look fine, but they don't look at all special. These guys look special. All the things I didn't like, their weird little fish mouths and their weak ankles, this color scheme highlights them, but it just works. It works so well. And I guess in the age of the detachment, it doesn't really matter what color you paint your guys. If Phobos things look better in yellow than black, I don't know. Maybe I paint them yellow. Maybe I have a detachment of sides from the Emperor who are helping out the Black Templar in my battle.
Sides of the Emperor?
There's no
I didn't know
actual
that
rules.
chapter.
I can do whatever I want. And I'm really excited about these guys.
Fish
I don't paint
mouths.
much yellow, but these guys' armor has been a really fun adventure.
He
into
prefers
yellow
the
spectrum.
Primaris
I'll
helmet,
definitely
yeah.
keep experimenting, but now
Oh, they kind of do got little fish mouths, actually, yeah. I see it.
Now it's time for the black armor. I put black paint on the models and discovered that what is on these guys is not actually black paint. It's a slightly cold gray color, so I mixed some blue paint into my black, and this made for a much better match for what was originally on the models. And then I base coated over all the existing gray edge highlights so I could apply my own. Black is a tricky color to highlight. It takes a lot of layers to get a smooth transition, so I decided to let the airbrush do the work for me, doing dots on each of their shoulder pads, bolters, and even did a little poof on each of their waists. Then I made up my own highlight color, making a mid-tone gray, and dry brushed this on. I want to keep the highlights somewhat dark so that the yellow is the only thing that is bright white on it. After that, I mixed Null Oil and Contrast Black Templar together to make a black wash, and I put this over the black, darkening down the blue so that there's a crazy contrast between the bright yellow and the dark armor and weapons. I did just a few edge highlights to the black with a mid-tone gray, bringing attention to some of the smaller details, like the ribbing on their undersuit.
Is he just
skull and
gonna let
crossbones, and
that
the scopes of their
slide, huh?
bolters. Now for those pouches. The contrast paint the previous
If he's
owner
gonna
used
let it
didn't
slide,
do
then who
much
am I to say
contrasting.
no,
I wonder
you
if it was
know?
applied right over the yellow base coat. I took a dark brown and glazed it over the bottom half of each pouch, and then mixed in some white paint to get a tan color.
I do
and edge
prime
highlighted the
outside,
pouches.
so maybe
After
once
that,
I
made
primed
some
slightly too
scratchy edge
far away,
highlights
so
to
it
each
dried
corner to create a
midair.
different texture than the smoothness of the armor. Now that's all the big elements finished, it's time to knock out some of the specific details, like the captain's silver servo skull and jewelry, his bolt pistol, and that one guy who's not wearing the top half of his helmet.
That's what
For the
Dusty
eye
looked
lenses,
like,
these were
guys.
never painted before, so I get to make a decision. I think blue will be the most striking color next to the
Yeah,
yellow,
blue
and
makes
there's a
sense. I
tinge of
do mine
blue
in
in the
blue,
black
too.
armor. On the Servo Skull's iPad, I painted a tiny grid and made up some shapes as if he's surveying the land and getting it ready for the rest of the Space Marines to drop pod in.
Yeah, okay.
Now the only thing left is the cape, but I don't want to paint the cape just yet. I don't know exactly what color the base will be. The previous base
make it purple still. The purple cape looks good.
Kind of indigo goo. Very
yellow
simple,
and purple.
So
It's a
I have to
goated
make
color
a lot of
combo.
decisions of what this environment really looks like. That yellow glows like the sun. I love my Black Templar, but they're very dark, and so it helps to have them right up against your eye.
He's painted
really
like
fucking
fucking 8,000 points of Black Templar, like hundreds actually. We'll go over his collection.
And that's probably why they caught my eye in the second-hand shelf. That and the really cool bases. And today's sponsor is going to help out with those bases. Epic Basing is the one-stop shop to make your bases truly epic. I love basing my miniatures.
Do I skip
and
ad?
Epic Basing's huge catalog of bits gives me the freedom to build dynamic scenes that I couldn't make otherwise. They have a huge catalog of bits from many different genres. I use their bits on just about every single model I make, and it gives me the freedom to set my minis in whatever universe I want. Barren Wastelands, Battlefield Bones, and Demon Stone. A whimsical meadow, bring on the pointy mushrooms. A spooky forest, barkwood trees and barkwood branches let me bring the vision in my head to life.
What happened to the lake guy? I think he fixed it. We'll see all of them at the end.
I've used these bits to spice up my miniature epic bases to make
I want new Terminators so
lovely
bad.
Bouquet of candles and torches. What makes epic and common bits are available as STLs for you to
Parasite
print
more
yourself.
Trex.
And don't worry, their website. 100 base weird alien bases. And that's hard to do. I have thousands of minis and almost all of them stand on like generic Earth, generic desert, or generic urban battlefields because
The one
it's pretty easy
fantasy
to do.
paint
But
video
weird
guy you
alien
sent
stuff, an
ages ago.
alien coastline.
I don't know what you're talking about,
That's
Tim.
a challenge. I tore off some cork and glued it down to the base as my first layer of seaside rocks. I trimmed up the generic battlefield rubble tactical rock that the captain is standing on and glued him down to the cork so I know exactly where his feet will be. I added some milliput and started squishing in some mossy rocks epic basing bits into it. Once these are purple, they'll help sell a weird alien coastline with alien barnacles growing on them. I applied more milliput.
You're going kinda
and
heavy-handed with
used
those barnacles,
pressed in
Jay.
some texture to match the existing cork.
Yeah, you
And I
can.
also added
Yeah,
alien fungus
the
bits, like little
sponsor is
critters
Epic
latched onto
Basing, and
the
they sell 3D
on the other
printed
Marines,
bits
I made them
for
standing
basing.
on cork and milliput towers, making them a little shorter than the Phobos captain, as we all know the importance in 40k is determined by height. I loaded up as many epic basing bits as I could and used milliput to fill in the
I
gaps.
don't know if
to make
I
my
don't know,
coastline
Jay. I don't know how I'm
bits.
feeling about
Now
how
for
heavy-handed you've been
painting.
here.
I glued down the Marines.
Oh, those
so
are
I can get them
busy.
perfectly posed on the bases, but that means it's going to be a little tricky to paint them. I mixed purple paint and brush on primer together and gave every base a big wet coat. And now that I have a color, I put this over the sergeant's camel cloak as well. I like when the cloaks match the environment. Looking at the new versus the old side by side, it's definitely the same, just different execution.
Agreed.
I dry brushed some lighter pink over the bases to bring out the texture and mixed up a lighter shade to highlight some of the details in the epic basing bits. My rocks were looking a little flat, so I put purple wash over everything and then reapplied my highlights.
Okay,
I
it's
want
looking a
all
bit
the
better
different
now.
elements on the base to be the same color to help the Marines stand out
What
on
about
top
the
of them
water?
and to make it feel more alien.
It does kinda
An
look like they're in a
entirely purple
coral reef.
ecosystem that couldn't possibly be mistaken for Earth. I varnished everything with a satin varnish, and it was time to get wet and wild with the water. And you know what else gets wet and wild? That's right, our Patreon.
Hell
This month
yeah.
we have the mining colony, terrain, and vehicles.
Skip ad.
Looking purpose with my UV lamp. It's the right look and consistency, but the wrong color. An easy fix. I took my Badger Minotaur Ghost Tint blue paint and put this on top. The paint is clear and glossy, and this will transform the glass-like water into a deep indigo sea. Now to add some texture. I used Vallejo water texture to create an uneven surface, loading it up and then pushing it
Vallejo
around with blasts
water
of air from my
texture?
airbrush to get a convincing
What?
water look. This stuff dries crystal clear, so the indigo will show through once it's dried. My yellow boys are all
Water
done.
texture?
And really, they didn't change. Like, nothing about them actually changed. I just kind of gave them a little zhuzh, a little bit of cleanup. But
Wait,
I
what does that look
always
like?
Saw them looking
Show
like
me,
this.
Jay, please.
Like, it reminds me of my old school Space
Oh,
Marines.
look at those
Like, to me,
ancient
they're
Marines.
Awesome. They're
Holy.
super cool. I see them stomping across the battlefield as big, imposing Space Marines, but really, they're 3 wimpy pieces of plastic to
Yep.
make up a very, very tiny Space Marine.
Very
It was
tiny.
a similar thing with these guys. Like, they were fine before, totally tabletop ready.
Brother,
looked
I'm
pretty darn
squashed
good.
here.
But now,
Yeah.
I see in front of me exactly.
Jay,
what
please, I
saw
want to
in
see
my
what the
head.
water texture looks like
Let's do a little
dry.
comparing and contrasting. The old guys were great. I often see models on Facebook or Instagram and try to achieve the same paint job so that my models can look like that too. It was a new experience to actually have the cool paint job in my hands and work on top of it. I'm really happy to have these guys in my collection and a new
It does look like water. It adds like surface, like it's kind of rough water. And you can tell they are the same models. He didn't even paint that much of them. He really just added highlights and shading. Oh.
new appreciation for Phobos Space Marines. With the right color scheme, it seems like
I have these Space Marines. There's the Phobos kill team. They're these guys, but they have more customization. There's a whole kill team. I want to get it. The fucking Phobos Space Marine kill team. I don't have them. I want them is what I meant.
And a new appreciation for Phobos Space Marines. With the right color scheme, it
I
seems
like
like
the
any
Phobos
model
Marines.
can be a banger, except the Storm Speeder.
That
Maybe
is-
one
he's
day
right.
I'll see a paint job that fixes that model, but I doubt it. Until then, I'll be playing with my golden boys, trekking across an alien planet, and who knows? These models might not always belong to me either. Maybe they'll end up back at the secondhand shelf, ready for the next person to add to them.
Don't do that, Jay. That's evil. Don't sell them again. I want to see how he paints yellow though, because he didn't actually paint much yellow there. Did he ever paint an Imperial Fist? Those unmarked Marines? Just noticed. What do you mean? Unmarked. What if he does though? Those models are like nomads. They travel? Yeah, that would be interesting actually. No chapter marks. Yeah, none. No transfers.
The White Scar.
No, not the White Scars. Did you ever do Imperial Fists? No. This guy uploads like 5 times a week, by the way. Maybe 3 or 4. Not 5. 3 or 4 times a week. His channel goes crazy. Here, this is the video I'm looking for.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome to Eons of Battle. 2023 was a big ol' year for the
10
Black
p.m. time for
Templar.
slumber.
I
Bye,
almost,
Tanner.
Not quite doubled, but maybe a thirded my army. I added a third more models to it. And I
Look at
finally got
this,
it into-
bro. I'll move me. Or I'll get rid of me. And you guys. You got enough Black Templars, bro? Holy shit. He's got the whole chapter. So you guys think I have a lot of Tyranids, and I do. But that's not even... The amount of Tyranids I have aren't even like a third of all of this.
Into a place that's super playable in 10th edition, but I brought it all out. It's around 14 or 15,000 points of Black Templar, but it's really hard to pin a number on this army because it exists across eras. I've been collecting this army for 10 years. It has some of my first models. It has definitely my most recent models, and a lot of models are they don't exist anymore in the rules. They're broken, and I never really got around to fixing them.
Looks like he's
It's
in the middle
kind
of
of
his
in a rough
Terminators.
state. I have it here broken into
There's a lot of
3
rhinos there
tiers.
unpainted too.
Top
Paint your
tier,
rhinos, Jay.
The Primarisification of my Black Templar army. New, sexy, cool plastic models painted in the last 2 or 3 years, so they all look just fantastic. I got Primaris Crusader squads, I got Sword Brethren, an entire gaggle of characters, and of course, 20 of the brand new Terminators. 5 of them are painted from Leviathan, and then I bought 3 more boxes because I love them so much. They're Terminators, but they're bigger and cooler and chunkier, and I absolutely love them.
I really
Played
like
a
the
lot of
yellow
these
weapons.
guys in Tabletop Simulator. Then moving on to the middle tier. This is old stuff, but totally playable. I take them in lists all the time. We got such fan favorites as my Centurion Devastator warsuits,
Goofy
good
ass
old-fashioned
Centurions.
Drop Pod, Land Raider, Assault Marines, which are fantastic right now, especially with the Primaris ones that just came out that are fine. They're cool, but I already have them. I already have them in little Marine size, so that's just... It's doing its job right now. I might try to primarisify them a little bit, but we'll see. And there's actually some Primaris in this middle tier, my first ever Primaris Space Marines. But first, do you have ears? Well, then you're going to love today's sponsor.
Don't tell me about
Raycon's. All the link in the description.
I don't care about Raycon.
I kind of fell into the anti-Games Workshop hype of Primaris bad, ew, yucky. But I saw the models and I'm like, yeah, the lore is bad. But the models are really, really cool and I want them. So I bought them and I put them actually on their own bases. They're kind of on like a mountainous base with some foliage. And I kind of wish I didn't do that. I wish I just based them like the rest of my army, because now I just want to go back and rebase them and make them proper Black Templar intercessors.
Yeah, they're just intercessors.
And also in this middle tier, I have my old 20
Raycons are scam. They just have a lot of base. The quality's apparently not great. That's what I've heard.
They look scrawny compared to the new ones, but
like skull candies where they compensate for lower quality of more base. Yeah,
pretty darn good for like a 7-year-old paint job. So
I can't get over how I turned off the base boosting on this headset for the first time in like 2 years.
In my collection, and some
of them the surround sound, and it was like so
Space Marines
flat.
Are the same size. Don't judge. They're still cool.
People listen like that every day.
This middle tier is awesome, and it's where I would like all of my models to be. But unfortunately, there's the bottom tier, the old guard. Some of my oldest models in my collection. There's a fair bit of half-finished, broken stuff, things that don't exist anymore. Weirdly, my Doritos Locos Dreadnoughts, it was the last model.
Look at that thing. Look at this Dreadnought. Look how weird it is. This thing looks awesome. Look at the damn checkers.
For Warhammer 40k 9th edition, and it kind of got dropped in 10th edition. It still has Legends of the Imperium index rules, so it is still playable, but it feels wrong. Although, it's on an 80mm base. And so is the Ballistus Dreadnought. The Ballistus Dreadnought might be on a slightly bigger base? Ooh, but they're about the right size. You know what? I have 2 Ballistus Dreadnoughts. In real time, he is moving up 2 tiers. Okay, so he's good, but the rest of this stuff is not. And there's a reason that I have right around 130 old squatty Space Marines. That's 'cause in high school, I didn't have much money, but I loved Warhammer, and I always liked to be building and tinkering. And so the best way to stretch my hobby dollars was I would just buy box after box after box of Intercessor Space, or of Tactical Marines and Devastator Marines. And then every now and then I'd end up with extra backpacks, extra legs, and so I would just build more and more and more squatty Marines. And so now I have far too many, and this isn't even all of them. A bunch of them I kit bashed and converted into Assault Marines, and so they made it up to tier 2. But yeah, I have a lot of old Space Marines that I don't really have a plan for. They're way smaller than a Primaris
That's so
Space
goofy,
Marine.
the size
and they're
difference.
usable in game. There is a unit called Tactical Marines, and they are fine. Not good, but fine. So there's something over here. And my old vehicles, the Talon Fighter, which I don't like. I tried to Black Templars it. It's apparently broken right now because it shouldn't be wiggling like this. I took it in one game. I don't like flyers. I've got my old Rhinos. I never bought the Rhino kit. There used to be a bit seller, and I found out that if I purchased just the chassis and the treads, I could get a Rhino for like $14. So I got a ton of Rhinos that were completely empty, devoid of all weapon options. And so over the course of 10 years, I've slowly been gathering up the weapon options. But I don't want to take Rhinos anymore. I got Impulsors, and the Impulse, they're so cool looking. They're so cool looking.
Jay, you haven't painted them. You have 4 primed Impulsors.
They're just kind of better. I was thinking about converting these guys. There's something to the Razorback, which is the the Rhino with a gun on the back. There's something to this unit still in
He does love these. He's been collecting them a long time.
I think I might sacrifice these Rhinos to the Chaos Gods, because I have a Death Guard army I'm working on, and the Rhino, still a good transport for the Death Guard. So I might like get some Hobby Lobby like dinosaur skeletons and just kit bash and Nurglify these. And then it would be some of my oldest models back on the tabletop in glorious HD, meaning modern paint jobs with contrast paint. But yeah, my old stuff. I actually do have a plan for the old stuff, and as I need them in game, as I write lists and tinker and tailor, I'm gonna grab my old models and break them and kit bash them into modern models. This
Don't
is an
break them.
old Space Marine, but Tortuga Bay Miniatures makes some really cool conversion bodies with some Space Marine-esque bodies that are Primaris sized. And so as I want Devastators or a guy holding a plasma gun or a Melta-Cannon, I'm just going to grab these old bodies, rip them up, and then kit bash and convert them with these bodies into proper Primaris scale Marines. So hopefully I can actually use a lot of this stuff that I'm not particularly happy with the paint job, not particularly happy with the build construction, and I can turn them into a proper modern 40K model.
That kind of works.
Right now I have like one Crusader squad done, and I'll probably always have some old school Crusader squad guys floating around because number one, they're actually not bad in game, pretty darn cheap for the old Las Plaz Power Fist combo. Technically not a thing in 10th edition anymore because it's out of the index, but I don't begrudge anybody using index rules to get their old models on the tabletop. I feel like that's what they're there for. Like, they would just be completely deleted if no one was ever meant to play with those things. And I don't go to tournaments, and I don't go to Warhammer World, so it's my rules. Sure. It's my house. But yeah, that's my plan for getting these guys up and running in modern 10th edition. And then there's just other stuff. My land speeders. I never was a big fan of the land speeder.
They're
I don't
fun.
like the new land speeder. But
look,
I
they
just
got
don't
guys
like any
nailed
land
down to their damn.
But I kit bashed and converted them to make them look kind of cool. So I'll probably run
they're like
these
really dynamic.
as modern,
cool.
the modern like shoebox shaped land speeders. But yeah, it's quite a collection of minis. And if I just kind of don't look, if I don't look at this hemisphere, it's a pretty solid badass army. But yeah, the reason I don't like to just say a points value for this army is because I don't really consider this.
Where are all your chaplains, Jay?
I used to never paint characters because once again, I had almost no budget, and so one guy per army. It was been a mad dash to get it up and running because I was having so much fun with early 10th edition, but I was running kind of garbage like 5th edition units and getting absolutely curb stomped. So getting the opportunity to work on some of the newer things, it's also just kind of worked out fantastic for me as a Space Marine player because I got to collect the Space Marine army. I got to.
Jay, you have a whole chaplain's collection. Where are they?
I used it for his base and as well. But
Jay.
Outriders. I have Space Bolts, AT sidecar Space Marine vehicle.
Wait, that rules.
It's just adorable. It's super cute. I don't even know if it looks good. It probably
does.
looks as good as the Primaris ATV. But yeah, definitely want to bring
the tabletop
old guys
stuff come before all the books and stuff. Yes.
Primaris army.
As far as I'm aware,
there's other things that I
Warhammer
don't know.
Rogue
like
Trader was a tabletop game, and everything else came after.
I'm a Black Templar player, and Black Templar players bring a lot of scouts. But
Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader.
Man, oh man, are the old scouts just the worst? There's so little. They're so horrible old models.
I want the new scouts.
And so they might, they're just bad. Put the Crusader squads. They've seen a lot of action over the years.
Tiny,
and arms are missing right now. I don't know where the
Look at that dreadnought. Why is it so small?
But, you know,
it doesn't have his arms. But like what? I painted the one on the left last week. Remember when we did that? I painted one of those. Look how tiny that other one is.
Right now, I don't know where the arms are, but I'll find them. But you know, the Doritos Locos Dreadnought, he can totally become a Ballistas Dreadnought. I don't know if this little thing can proxy this gigantic Redemptor Dreadnoughts. I like the old Dreadnoughts.
Look at the old Dreadnoughts. They're so
good.
tiny. That one in the back with the shark teeth. That's like the very first Dreadnought model. Look at that one. What is that, bro? It has teeth. It's shaped like a peanut. How? That's like what were they?
To a Primaris Space Marine.
They're goofy.
Primaris Space Marine is not even. He comes up to the shoulders, which is weird on a giant mech suit. So yeah, it's hard to run the Dreadnoughts. I have quite a collection. Maybe they should just be a collection.
Bring them back.
And they're definitely also showing their age a little bit with the paint jobs.
The paint jobs are fine.
If I was to run a
there it is.
I would probably run one of my Rogue Trader Dreadnoughts. Not only is this an old collection of minis, it is a museum of Space Marine minis.
It really
I have some of
is.
the oldest models Games Workshop has ever made in this collection.
That is an insane mini to have.
I can see a little bit of design inspiration between the old lump of lead and the modern, beautiful Redemptor Dreadnought. There's, you know, if you blur your eyes a little bit, don't you see it? Don't you see these as the same exact guy? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, man. But the Templars. I love them so very much. But I think one day I will have to do a purging.
Yeah,
because I want it. I don't ever want to put caveats. I don't ever want to hedge on this army. I want to be able to put it on the shelf and everything is absolutely glorious and perfect. And so I think that means
the mechs from Avatar
converting
or something.
and kit bashing some of my oldest stuff to bring it into the modern collection.
It needs to still be usable.
Finishing
though.
up
so
some
cool.
of the
It
brand
does.
new toys
the
I
ancient,
bought myself.
Like 80s.
And then what do I do with what's left? The crumbs, the old Space Marines, the little bits and bobs, the old dreadnoughts. Do I put them on eBay? Do I burn them?
You don't burn them, Jay.
Maybe it'll have maybe I'll have to like make a retro army. Oh, but even that would be kind of lame because
if you want to get rid of them, sell them.
This isn't like right here. This
people would want a lot of this
Space
retro
Marine
stuff.
Army anymore.
It goes for a lot of money too.
Too
these
modified.
days.
It's been too damaged. It'd be hard to bring it back to like a classic Warhammer look. And I don't even like the old classic Warhammer look. I like the modern sexiness. I don't even know what.
That's a crazy collection.
Please leave a comment below if you have any ideas of what to do.
Good stuff, Jay. Good stuff. I think I know what we'll end the day with. I know what we'll end the day with. Hold on. Yeah. Yup. Oh, this was already a great idea. Checked on the Dachshund channel. Yo, stop annoying her. Mama's trying to sleep. Let her sleep. Oh my god. Oh. Little chocolate one's coming out. Oh my goodness. Let her sleep, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Nose. Oh, she got up. She got up and out of the blanket. Bro. Stop eating your brother's ear. Oh. Stop. Leave him alone. Look at her big ol' head. Oh my god, mega mind. Puppies are so crazy. Like, his whole fucking brain is, like, still developing in there. And he's just walking around and stuff. Look at his little eyebrows. What a precious baby. Oh my goodness. Actual Megamind. He got a fucking dome on him. Oh. Yeah, get it, bro. Hell yeah. Can't believe this one's not sleeping. The other two are out. Oh, little paws moving in the sleep. I love their ears. Oh my god. A little baby. I've had dachshund puppies that were like, or I've held dachshund puppies that are that small. They fall asleep in like 2 minutes. Yo, are you gonna go to sleep? It's the only one. Everyone else is sleeping. There you go, buddy. Conk out now. Oh my god, the little sounds. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, the babies. 3.5 hours? That's pretty good. I guess we'll call it. A weird stream today. Fallout 76 was very poo-poo. I think reacting was fun. Tomorrow, probably hobbying of some flavor. And then Friday, planning to do Blade Runner 2049 watch along. So, yes. That is the plan. Yep. No one really to raid. Nobody's online. That's it. That's it. Early bird ticket discount for San Diego TwitchCon, huh? How much? Let's check this live. Christ. $240 for a 3-day pass. Holy moly. Holy moly. For 3-day pass? And that's the cheaper price? The block party, $110. I did the block party last year. I don't think it was worth that much. What was the block party anyway? It was like a big party at Area 15 or whatever here in Vegas. But it was open to the public. Well, it wasn't. The public were able to purchase tickets. It was okay, but it was expensive. It wasn't worth the amount of money that we spent to get in. You could probably have just as much fun just fucking milling about. I'm looking extra red today for some reason. Why am I so red? It's the lighting's part of it. Oh well. There's no one to raid. We're just going offline. Bye. Going to the screen now. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye.